Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hello, hello. We gotta change that time, Chad. We gotta take that completely off.
Yes, I need to find that video and edit it big time.
Yeah. Yes, that's
Oh,
child.
good morning. Good morning, Sen. Good morning, Heather. Nice to see you guys pop in. Good to see you this
Yes.
morning. Good to see you. Miss Shauna, how's
Hello.
your week been going so far?
It's very productive. I got a couple of
Mm,
things done. Now it's just setting me up to get the bigger things done. You know how you gotta take care of the detailed stuff
hmm
in order to get the mind together to do the big stuff.
I hear you. I hear you. How's the face products? We haven't talked about face products in a while. How are
I
your face and beauty
know.
products coming?
They are coming along. There is new products actually that's out, like a face scrub. I am doing a soap, so that is coming together. I just got
A
the
soap?
product for that.
I
A
love it.
soap,
I love
like
it.
a exfoliating soap.
Nice.
The face scrub is a gentle exfoliating face scrub at that. Now I got travel sizes instead of the big stuff, so you can leave the big stuff at
Nice.
home and take the travel stuff with you. Working on just a lot of stuff. Labels is the big thing for me.
Yes.
It's because it's like it's not the same company. So you get the bottles and then you're like, oh yeah, you think that's what it is because you want to order the labels first. The labels got to come first and make sure. Then you get the bottles, you're like, well, that is not the same size that in my mind and spirit said that it was gonna
Mhm.
be. So we're gonna make it work. So now it's like, okay, that was the trial, the first trial. Now we go with the second trial with the right ones. So other than that, everything is coming along. It's I have like my two shelves with everything's getting full and I'm like, oh, it's looking like a little pop-up store
Little
right now.
boutique, Miss Boutique.
Yes, a nice
Yeah.
boutique. So it is definitely coming on. More product is coming on. The goal is to get all of the whole skincare line together out.
Nice.
But everything is available on goddesspower.net slash crystal infused skincare. So go check that out.
And they could find it via
And the link
this
tree.
link right here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was trying to
That's
find it.
why
I'm like,
my
I know I have it.
Yes, yes. That's why my skin is, a little glistening a little bit, but
I
I
was
have to
going to
take a
mention that you're
picture to
shining today. You're looking good.
I'm not super shining today because I did put some, powder on because I want to look
You're
right when I
glowing. I'm
take
sorry. You're glowing.
I thank you, but I want to look right when I take my picture.
Yes, yes. What is that, Shauna, that you're holding up there?
So this is a book that,
Some full
that
wrote
I just
something?
happened to order from this author that I know. This is the book, y'all. It feels amazing. I thought, Amazon messed my book up because I was like, how dare you? But then when you touch it, it's like, okay, I am so ready to dive in deep with this book of just understanding how important affirmations are. And this is what y'all talk this is what y'all can apply to your everyday life. And this is the author. Okay. This is the
Yeah.
author. Okay. And it became number one new release
Yes,
in,
on
I would
Amazon.
say, in not even a day. I say in a couple, a few hours,
Mhm.
because it was all on Easter, the 31st. Boy, when it dropped and when you put that link up, boy, I was quick. I was so quick to get it. So I got it yesterday. So make sure y'all. I mean, and look how it's an easy read. Okay, it's an easy read. It's straight to the point. It is a lot of affirmations in here with different things to apply in your life, but understanding the brain, how to reprogram the brain. And it is proven scientifically. It is
Absolutely.
proven. Okay, and it's all in this book of he breaks it all down, y'all. I'm telling you, he was the advocate for me for my planner and all in my skincare. I'm gonna talk about this book like I'm the PR today. Okay, but this is amazing. I mean, even diving deeper into the understanding of what you were saying and using certain words, using certain putting energy behind that. That's what this
That's, and
is.
that's the key, right? You just triggered, which is interesting, which is again why I chose a matte finish. So when you get this book,
Yes.
you will touch the book and you will feel like I'm not touching a regular book. I'm touching something
Yes.
different because I did a matte finish, therefore, because it's energy. And I want you to understand that energy, when you feel it, you're thinking, feeling something different because when you finish reading this book, I want you to be different. I want you to have realized, man, I I had the power all along. It was
Hmm.
within me. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz story when Dorothy
Yeah.
clicks her heels 3 times because she figures out I already had it. It's the same
Yes.
deal. It's amazing. It's like nobody shared this to me. Who hid the secret, you know? And I'm
Yes.
giving you the keys to the castle with this because the neuroplasticity inside us, our brain, allows us to rewire ourselves. And when we rewire our thinking,
Mm.
we send out that negative energy. And the negative energy, again, it not only does it come back to us via the law of attraction, but it also creates a ripple effect. And therefore, when you touch somebody else in a positive way with that positive energy, and they have that interaction with you, even if they're having a bad day, now you've made their bad day not so bad. Or maybe you've changed your
Yes.
entire thinking, saying, you know what, maybe today's going to turn around. And then they then send that positive out and the positive and positive. It's a rippling effect, which
Yes,
is
it is.
unbelievably beneficial to everybody. So I'm glad. And thank you for saying that because I think that it's so important for people to truly understand
Oh, heck yeah.
that it starts and ends here. And that's the same thing
Yes.
with most of the things. So this book does not ask you to go out and buy all kinds of stuff. Don't go out
Mm-mm.
and buy a system. Don't invest $1,000 in this. I'm not
Nope.
asking you to become a follower of anybody else. I'm just saying
Mhm.
go inside, look
Yep.
inside, and
And,
let the work start here. Yep.
absolutely.
And it goes back to verbiage as well, using certain words, because again, if we buy into
Yes.
our negative side and say, oh my gosh, that was awful. Oh, well, maybe it was an opportunity. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it was an opportunity. So thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Shawna. But I'm glad.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah. I
Listen,
appreciate it.
this is the power of words. Okay, when in the religion world, the power lies in the tongue, right? So in the world that for all living beings here that can speak is speak affirmations. You speak in life into you. You speak in life into a situation. You speak in life into a better version, into something that will change the frequency and change the vibration. And this is exactly the book that will help you change the vibration. Because when you have the understanding and you get to not just to understand it, but know how powerful affirmations are, then you will know, okay, I'm speaking this first thing in the morning. I'm speaking this whenever something, to get me out of this crazy mood. I'm speaking life into me right now, or I'm speaking life into something amazing to manifest into reality here. You are the one that's in the driver's seat making this happen. So I just wanted to put that little plug in, honey,
Well, thank
because
you. I
it's
truly
all about the
appreciate it.
language. It's all about the energy you how you speak it. It's not just I am great. Oh, okay. Well, are you? You- are you? Or I am great. It's like, oh, yes, you are. You are. I am beautiful. Oh, yes, you are. And you start to feel that because you are changing it up. So it's not just saying, you know, I am beautiful. I am, blah blah blah. It's just the energy that you put in, and this book talks about how to change it all up.
Yeah,
So
and the
make sure
other
you get your copy today.
absolutely, and there's how you get it, folks. It's on Amazon now.
Yes.
And the other thing about it too, which is important, is again is that in the book, I not only tell you again how it works and so forth, but I help you learn how to craft them yourself because they should be specific to you, and then how to start using them. And again, 5 minutes a day. If you can't afford 5 minutes a day to change your life at no cost to you but 5 minutes, then you got problems bigger than I can or anybody can fix.
You
So
ain't lying.
5 minutes is about all it takes every day to go through this process. And even that's asking a lot because again, usually it's 2 to 3 minutes. Again, you don't ask for a ton of things when you write when you after you've drafted an affirmation. then you just use it every day. But you make sure you're in a
Yes.
space and a mindset to do it, and you get the benefit from it.
There's great examples, okay, of affirmations that it's a great base. But then it's like you have this opportunity to change it up. You have the opportunity to put you in it. Okay, when you speak these affirmations, because it's all about you. Okay. Yes,
And
with the number one
there's the proof
release.
right there, folks. I screenshotted it when it happened. Number one new release.
Yes.
So when Shawna said
Yes.
it, I got the receipts.
All of them. All of them.
Yes, and
All
before we get
of
off on
them.
the topic, one more thing to mention. I am
Yes.
actually a podcast drop today.
Yes.
I was blessed with from Michael Fancher to do a podcast about my book, and his is the Mind Fit Method podcast. It's a national podcast. He talks about the mind and how the mind and body and mindfulness and all that stuff. And all of his podcasts are about that. And when he heard about the book, we discussed that he wanted to do the interview. He did, and so that dropped today. And if you're interested in checking that podcast out, this is how you can connect to that podcast. And it's interview with me and about the book and about mindfulness and again about neuroplasticity, the things that again connect the mind to the body. The mind and the body, that union is so powerful. We really
Yes.
truly don't understand it, but there you go. So I just wanted to put that out there in case you guys wanted to watch
Yes,
it.
keep putting the plug out, y'all. Y'all don't
Exactly.
understand. This has been a long time coming because we've been pushing this since last year.
Yep.
Or the year before that.
Exactly. Writing this book took forever.
But it was all in due timing, and it was all about divine timing. Now, you see how things happen when we talk about divine timing. It ain't based on us. It ain't about
Exactly.
our timing. It's about when Spirit said, I just need you to put the work in, and I got the rest. Don't you worry about nothing else. And then,
Exactly.
there it go. There it goes. I'm so happy for him. So
And once you write your affirmations, you have a place to put it into.
that
You have
you
a
do.
place in Miss Shawna's Astro Planner, which is still
Yes.
available, and you should be looking at this Astro Planner. The Astro Planner not only defines per month all the astrological things happening that are to be significant, but there you go. But
Yes.
also it gives you
I have mine.
spaces, it gives you questions to make you have a conversation with yourself and delve deeper. It gives you pages to help you write um, what your plans are for the week and goals, and set your goals, and then make sure then you can review them. I mean, it's a great source, a great
Yes.
resource. And again, if you're somebody who wants to stay on top of things and write them, and the affirmations will be perfect in this. When you write it, you can write it there, and then you'll have it, which is nice. So
Yes.
another great resource from Miss Shawna. Miss Shawna.
Yes. Yes. Yes, honey. So we've been some busybodies over here because this is what, when we step out our own way here, Spirit literally will say, listen, I got you. I'm giving you everything that you asked for. Long as it's aligning with your highest good, I just need you to put that work in. I can't just give it to you just to be giving it to you. You gotta show me that you're worthy of receiving, honey.
Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So if you put that work in, it is known. It is known the Spirit has your back. The universe has your back. You open so many doors when you step out of your own way.
Absolutely. And while we're at it, welcome in Sen,
Yes.
Heather Martin, Kanchan, Vladimir. Welcome in me, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, apparently.
Boom.
Mars. Lean, Brenda. Brenda Collins, welcome in. Calling on Angels, Miss Bonnie. Good morning, Miss Bonnie. Nice to see you
Yes,
in.
Bonnie.
Angie, Pam Franks. Nice to see you in, Miss Pam, as well. Let's see. Yes, Miss Alice, you can find your way out the door as quickly as you found your way in the door, because you ain't trolling on us. Sorry. Bye-bye. And for some reason it went, well, it was okay. We're good. Keisha, nice to see you in. Susanna, nice to see you in. I think I'm hitting everybody. If I missed you, Keisha, nice to see you. I said Keisha already, didn't I?
Mars.
Zingisa, is that what I said? What was the other one?
Mars.
Mars. Yes, welcome in, everybody. Good to see you in.
Yes.
With that said, Shawna, who are you drawn to first?
Well, for the person that, well, you know what? Let's go with Lene. Lene?
Okay. And Lene, is it a general or a specific question you have for us? A general reading or a specific question? I'm trying to find her.
Lene, are you still here?
I don't see her post. Must be overlooking at my. Oh, there it is. I see a hi from her. Is
Yes.
this one?
Hey,
Is this the
Julie.
one?
Yeah, yep, because I was at the bottom and I was
Hmm.
like scrolling up. So, Lene, are you still here? If so, just put in if you would like a general or you have a question.
Julie, you beat me to it. I haven't had a chance to listen to the podcast yet.
Nobody has, doggone
So
it,
I
except
hope,
you and
hopefully,
Bonnie, I think.
hopefully, I represented well. Good morning, Helen. Nice to see you in. I think
Yes.
Lena
Okay, well, we're
Lena
just gonna.
has left the building.
Okay, let's go with Mars.
Mars, you are up. Specific or general Mars?
That's
What's
actually a question.
Oh, she does. Okay, good. Let me get there. I'm trying to find it. I see a Harry, but I don't see a question yet. Hold on. Okay, Mars.
Do you see the question?
There it is. All right,
Mm-hmm.
good. What does the
Okay.
divine want to tell me currently that I don't know now? Thank you.
You're welcome.
The first thing that I got hit with, Mars, is what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It is time. It's like, what's the excuse? What's the story? Why is it that you are again? There's nobody else. There's nobody else, and there's nothing there's nothing coming to fix whatever it is that is holding you back, and whatever has got you paralyzed you're like in an analysis paralysis. You get beyond it, okay, and it's time to kick it up, to get moving, and stop waiting for others to come in and save you or other things, and it's like shake it off too. It's like shake it off. Like I just get this feeling of shake it off. Move on. You have to. It's April. It's April. You have come through 3 months so far. This is the 4th month. It is a new quarter, and it is a new time. And we have the 4/4 portal today. So
Today.
that's important. And then you also have the
Yes.
solar eclipse coming. So much
Monday.
energy.
Yes.
So do me a favor. That's what I'm getting for you, Mars. Is shake it off. Put on your big girl, big boy pants, and I'm guessing it's girl. I'm getting it girl energy. Put on the big girl pants and start moving. That's what I'm getting.
Yes. Yes. Spirit is ready to bless you, but you ain't you you stuck right here. You stuck at what other I feel like other people's energy. You letting them influence you as stopping you from going forward. I mean, and then you get stuck. And when you stay stuck, you stay in your mind like doing a lot of questioning. Should I do this? Should I do that? Am I it's too much. It's so much confusion of what is going on. It's got you worrying and not sleeping at night. You have the 9 of Swords here. It's like, come on, pull yourself together. Shake off those, like Don was saying, shake off those swords, because for what? It's bringing you anxiety because it's other people's influence. I get it that those other people are very important in your life, but at the same time, you got to do what's best for you. Okay, you have the 9 of Pentacles. You've planted so many seeds. You nourishing them. It's time for your harvest. You're the only one that's literally going in. I'm gonna use these words very, very carefully. Self-sabotage.
Yes.
If this ain't what it is, honey, this is exactly what it is showing. You got to understand who you are and stand in that. You are the magician. You can manifest anything and everything. You and use those resources. What you are doing is just holding yourself all the way back by letting others influence you in a way where it's literally stopping you. You need to be honest, okay? You have the Justice card here. You need to be honest with yourself. You need to be honest about your situation. But the main thing here I'm talking about is being honest with yourself. all right, and with your situation is, and to bring balance. And don't you want balance in your life? I feel like you all whack right now, and it's just like you're trying to do too much, okay, and you thinking, oh wow, why am I feeling? It's doing too much and too little all at the same time here. Not doing enough, but doing enough in the wrong way, by bringing this energy in. So I feel like that's what I'm, girl, if you don't get right, because the death card, this change, you have to make this change. I'm telling you, if you don't make this change, you're going to get a 2x4 knocked upside your head.
What was that?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Go ahead.
On this healing journey about 2 years ago. My life was like really unmanageable, and I got shut. You know how the universe or God kind of like taps you on the shoulder, you don't listen, kind of gives you a little push, you don't listen, shoves you to your knees, you still don't listen. I got shoved on my ass, and so I needed to really change the way I was living.
There you go. Valerie
I'm
said
done.
it.
That was a mic drop.
And remember, Shawna, the very first card, I think I'm almost certain it was the very first card was the ace. So again, it's
The
there
ace.
for her. It's there for
It's
you this
there.
week. It's ready for you. That 9 that Shawna got later on was
Mm-hmm.
those pentacles saying, look, you put the work in. You
It's
got it planted.
yes.
Also, Spirit's talking to you. The bird is talking to you. Spirit's talking. You
Absolutely.
have to make the change, which is that 1. And that 5 of Swords was like, let it go. Just let go and move on. So her
Yes.
cards were right there, right on target.
Right up. It was a confirmation of everything that you was already saying. If you needed a
Absolutely.
visual, I'm here to give you the visual. If you didn't understand what Don was talking about, well, I'm here to give you the visual. Okay.
Exactly. So, and folks, as you saw, as Shawna was talking, I'm popping up our various readers as part of our group, and these are their YouTube channels. We are on 6 days out of 7, generally speaking. So if you follow each of us, if you subscribe under YouTube with each of us, you will get a notice when somebody's live. And if you want readings throughout the week, you can reach out to each of us. This one's Julie. The one before that was Bonnie, and she's
Mm-hmm.
the one. She's the love goddess. So make sure that's the one you go
Yes.
for your love readings. And then before that was Angie, and then of course Shawna and myself. So I've
Yes.
circulated them on, and you'll see them pop up again from time to time. But again, follow them all, subscribe to them on the channel, and make sure you set your notifications so you can always have access to somebody to kind of give you a quick answer should you need it. That's what they're there. That's what we do. And again, while you are here and you are live and getting the readings from us, it is no charge. We do this for free.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like a private reading, well, then that information is below in our information right here.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells you how to reach out to us. But these are paid readings. The private readings are paid. They usually last an hour to an hour and a half, depending on the reader. And so they are full of information specific to you. But other than that, if you're on here, it's free. So if somebody comes on and tries to convince you to pay for a reading from here, they're not us. Don't fall for it. Don't go there. It is not us. Okay. Don't fall for it. We do this for free. Okay.
Yes.
So let's make sure we
Yes.
keep that in our heads when we see that, because there are lots of scammers out there.
A bunch of them.
Tons of-
And Bonnie sent me someone doing a duplicate, had my logo up, had everything. But the way they spelt my name, right? They did naturally divine as one word.
Mhm.
And then and then goddess tarot as one word.
Mhm.
So know that that's not me. I'm separate, chat. All of those words are separate. And then you can go and look at my profile. You can look at our profile because we post a lot of stuff on
I
our
was going to say the
profile.
best way to do it is look at the posts. If you see 5 posts and they're all the same and that's all, then
That's
you're in the
it.
wrong place.
And it's just pictures or the logo or something like that. No. We post daily. If not daily, I mean it's very consistent. Okay.
Yes.
I'm getting the next read. Is it Scene? SEN?
Scene. Okay. Scene. Are you here? Are you still here?
Are you still here? Is the question.
Yeah, because they came in earlier. I think it's
Yeah, they came in early.
Then, Scene, are you still here? Let us know if you
Yes,
are.
please, because for some reason your name is just like bam, like Vegas lights, honey.
Oh, they are here. Is there a specific question or a general question for you, Sen?
Yeah. Do you have a question that does not refer to love here? Okay.
You're welcome, Mars Mars.
Yes, you're welcome, love. What happened to Helen? Thanks for the awareness. You're welcome.
Oh, for the trolls. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I was like, wait. Any
Any
warnings?
warnings through the Mercury?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice for putting us on our toes here. Ooh. Watch out for somebody calling from the past.
And my phone rings as soon as you.
That's what's coming.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Tina Shelton, nice to see you in. Terabytes, nice to see you in.
Hello. That was right on time.
I like we cued that or something. Lord have mercy.
Right.
That is
That's
priceless.
a paid actor in the back. The phone is a paid actor.
I have a sound machine over here. Sometimes I'd love to have one. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, that would be. That would be.
Yes. I'd be getting dinged because I'd be playing all these sounds that are probably
What?
commercially protected, you know?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Talk about Lord, yeah, child. What are you getting for them? Seeing this look like a male. I hope.
You know, I'm to be honest with you, what I was getting was it's water off a duck's back. Water off a duck's back. It's like you know, don't allow yourself to. It's like you're not going to be affected by this, and so don't allow yourself to think that you would or put things in that category. When stuff happens during this time, just say, you know what, it happened because it happens. You know, I really get the feeling like you have a special protection around you. I don't know if you're in the metaphysical, but I get the sense that you have some metaphysical abilities, and you already have built up that protection around you that kind of says, okay, keep some of this negativity away from me, and that buffer will serve you well. So I don't think you're really going to be affected at all. And if anything, this is just a reminder to you to just let things just fall off your back. And again, don't even own it as in retrograde. Say, you know what, shit happens.
Absolutely. I was feeling the same thing. I feel like whatever you have done or whatever you have spoke out loud to spirit and put that energy out there, you're kind of like, you know, I'm choosing it very carefully, but I think spirit wants you to hear, like, you're untouchable when it comes to negative things. Okay? Hot damn. You see
Who
that?
wrote the book? Somebody just wrote like the sequel to my book or something.
Right. I'm like, is this an essay? Or what?
It's like, Lord have mercy.
Right. So here's what spirit is saying. You have the Knight of Cups here. This is like walking in that direction of love. Okay. I feel like now I just said no love readings, and obviously this is coming up because
Miss Bonnie, are you hearing this?
Bonnie,
I got this in writing now. I got this in film.
I am not trying to take your job, child. It's just, hi, dog, man. Bonnie rubs off when you do a show with her. All of a sudden, you get this energy of, oh, let's do love readings. No, no. So this is what I'm getting as clarifying the Knight of Cups. I'm getting the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay. This is like walking towards a relationship that you are trying to pursue here. I didn't even want to do this. it's there's trust. Okay. I think trust is like a thing, but it also, I feel like this relationship kind of takes you back a little bit of being young again. It's like that young energy. I'm just feeling young energy, but it's like trusting the process, trusting if this relationship is like something that I want to pursue or go forward into. I don't want to read too much into it, but I'm just feeling like this person with this Queen of Pentacles is very grounded and very, nurturing, and is, when I see the Queen of Pentacles, it is just like that Taurus energy, earth energy, period. And it is all about that home, that homey feel, like that, it like okay, so I feel like I'm like the Queen of Pentacles because I don't even know what I did.
You are the Queen of Pentacles now.
I
Lord,
am the
you,
Queen
you
of
were you were just
Pentacles
giving it
here.
all around.
I know, right? I don't even know what the hell I did, but apparently Spirit is letting you know that I'm right here. Okay. But
It's
so
time
it
to
feels
celebrate.
it's obviously, so this is that's that energy. So the Queen of Pentacles will make sure they take care of you. They take, they're like that. They have that motherly feel of making sure you are just so good. Thank you, girl. I am special, ain't I? I'm special, all right. You have the Page of Cups. I gotta get through this reading, damn it. You got the
You
Page
just
of
opened up something right there. I'm like,
I
okay.
did.
I was getting ready to go to the short bus, but I
Don't.
won't do it. I won't do
Don't.
it. Water off a duck's back. Water off a duck's back.
Yes. Yes.
Oh Lord have mercy. Got to go to church
Yeah.
after this. I'll be such a sinner today.
Right? Like, wait a minute. We definitely gonna have to go to church now. You got the Page of Cups. I do feel like there's a lot of emotions that's around you, and I feel like this is what you're tapping into. Okay, and this person helps you tap into your emotions and to express them. I mean, that's what the Page of Cups is in this case, is expressing your what you feeling, and trusting your intuition at the same time. You have the Temperance card. Hey, be patient. It's no need to rush. It's like let it flow. Make sure you are taking you're filling your cup up, making sure you are taking care of self as well, making sure your needs are being met as well. Okay? And Justice card. Oh, that's twice the Justice card that came out. I feel like this is all about bringing the balance in. But this is being honest. Be honest about your feelings towards this person. Stop holding back. I mean, you don't have anything to worry about, like Don said, during this Mercury retrograde. I feel like, if anything, this is be open, be free, allow yourself to don't even engulf in what this Mercury retrograde is, because it's in Mars. I mean, it's in not Mars. It's in Aries. So as it's being in Aries, I mean, being action. Moving uh through passion here. Okay. Whew, child. Celebration. Get your rest. Trust. Stay calm, cool, and collected, and there's success. I'm done.
Noise.
Yes, honey, because I was just going to go down a rabbit hole. I went down that damn rabbit hole, and look what happened. I had fireworks. Don't even know where the hell it came from. I had a thumbs up and fireworks.
I saw both of them. Yeah, it's like, Lord have mercy.
Right, like, what is going on? So that had to say, that message is good for you, honey.
Your phone and you have a special relationship. That's for
You
sure.
ain't lying. That was really, really special. Even maybe I don't say it and it won't come up.
Oh, he'd rather keep you guessing. That's the fun part.
You ain't lying. You
It's
ain't lying.
Next, we're going to go right to Rachel McCants. Rachel doesn't usually get a reading because she's been here for so long, but today we're going to give her a reading. Rachel says, I would love a reading. Things have been so good and even better routinely for myself and my husband, but there's things that keep popping up that have been a struggle. My husband thinks we are drawing the negative, but I don't think we are, and have been...
it's a long one.
Yeah, she wrote the sequel to my book too. With that said, I'm not sure what my question is. I just need to see what the universe is saying.
Okay.
Because it says, moving forward beautifully, there's just been some stress and financial pop-ups. So I get
Of
that.
course, because
Super Rachel.
that usually happens when you start to move in a good direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because things start to come up that need to be addressed. So in the future, they won't keep popping up. Okay, that's all. This is like, you know, like an obstacle and like an obstacle course. That's all. And to get to that trophy, to get to that first place, you got to go through a couple things. And spirit is, look at it like this. Spirit is also testing you to see how you can handle certain things. This is leveling you up. That's exactly what that talk is. As you do, you have the Queen of Wands here. You're attracting great things to you.
She is absolutely.
You are, and here's what I love about the Queen of Wands. You on top of the mountain here. Okay, you are on top. You're sitting on your throne. Okay, with this Leo type of energy, because it's that strength, but there's abundance and there's growth. But you are on top of those challenges, those obstacles. So you got that bird's eye view of knowing, oh yeah, something may come, but I can handle it. I can do, because it's only little. I'm not about to make it bigger than what it is. But you are attracting a lot to you, especially when you see that the cat comes. The cat don't just come up to you if it ain't feeling you. The cat's gonna come because it's curious, and that you have this energy of attraction. Okay, you need to let go. Okay, you need to release that negativeness. Go grab this book. If you haven't already, go grab this book, because you need to be speaking positive affirmations into your life. Okay, because when you're stuck in what has had happened in the past and stops you from moving forward, because then you get it stuck in your head of, you get this energy all over, like, well, you can't do this, this can't happen, and all of this, and da 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 da. No, let go, let go, let it go, let it go, doggone it.
Amen.
Because this is the part of oh, you know what, I got the vision of what deck is that? I think it's the Archangel deck of the healing deck. Is it the healing? Yeah, I think it's the healing deck of surrender. Yes. Yes, the card. I didn't even bring the deck out, but I know exactly.
What?
It's the surrender deck. I mean, it's a surrender card where she's holding the vase and it got a crack in it and the water is coming out. But you want to hold on to that vase. There you go. Surrender and release. If spirit ain't talking today, I don't know what it is, honey. You know, that is right there. That is plain in your face. That is blocking the light to come through for you if you don't let that vase go. Okay? Because then it's getting too heavy. It's getting too heavy. You keep pouring into it. You keep pouring into it. It's still coming out. It's still coming out. You do have the 7 of Swords here. Take what you learn and just keep moving forward. Not even, you can look back all you want to, but you better be in that forward motion. Okay, you better be in that forward motion instead of, wait a minute, I gotta bring this with me. I gotta bring that. No, you don't. You don't need those swords. You need to leave them where they at. Okay, carry what you can. Carry what you're carrying is experience, lessons, teachings.
And
That's
love,
what you're carrying.
and love.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely. 3 of Pentacles. You and your hubby got to come together and continue to work together. Okay, this is teamwork. This is all what it is. Teamwork. Teamwork and moving into something new. Teamwork into building something new, creating something new. Okay,
But you know,
and
it's
don't.
interesting. As soon as I saw that,
Oh, well, she is naked. I didn't want to put it all up here.
the three of Pentacles clicked in my head too. Rachel, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm getting the image of 3 girls. You have 3 girls, right?
Oh,
And so it's like I was getting making sure that when you get in that funk or that mood or whatever, and you're concerned or you're worried or frustrated, just think about the precocious one, the little one who's funny as hell and precocious. Think about something silly she did and laugh.
Yes.
Let that joy, let that love, or look at their eye. Just look in their eyes, and when
Mm-hmm.
you see that, and can you confirm by the Rachel? I think it's 3 girls, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yep. 3 girls.
Yeah, and and when I saw that, I saw the girls' faces, and I'm like, that's where you need to focus on the love they have for you, and you are raising them, and you want them in a positive
Mm-hmm.
environment. You want to make sure that you're bringing them in. So those wonderful girls, those wonderful little girls,
Yes.
that's where you can help get your strength from, by looking at them and knowing that all that you're doing is for them. It's for
Mm-hmm.
them and for this family unit. So you will have bumps, but don't let the
Yes.
bumps, see them as opportunities. Sometimes you got to put a little manure out to grow some nice
Mm-hmm.
grass. So, okay,
Mm-hmm.
smell the manure a little bit from time to time, but you know what? It's going to turn to grass, and you're going to have growth. And then the
Absolutely.
wildflowers come, and you're going to enjoy those blue bonnets if you're in Texas or wherever. Again, it's that energy that comes from that. So yeah, we do have to deal with a little bit of manure from time to time, but that little bit of manure, when we look at it in our children's eyes and
Mm-hmm.
get that love and know that we're doing it for the right reasons,
Mm-hmm.
that's the message. And then we're like, hell yes, I am determined. My back has
Absolutely.
steel in its spine again, and I am ready to fight to make sure that I keep my children happy, healthy, and to let them know that mama and daddy love them.
Absolutely.
So
That's why I
that's the
said
message out there.
teamwork. Teamwork all the way
Yep,
around. It
yep,
takes a team because you are stepping into newer things, new experiences into your life.
yep,
And your kids, your girls are watching, they experiencing the same thing. So this
yep,
is moving as a unit here. You do have the Page of Wands. I feel like there is some news coming in, but this is news of growth. This is news of that. It's kind of like you're ready for this news. It's because you're on once again on top of ready to receive. Okay. But I also feel like the news that's coming through is going to allow you to be either more flexible. But I'm just getting growth here. When I say flexible, it can be anything that's going on in your life. I just feel, girl, I'm about to be done with you. Here, look at these clarifiers. You got the 10 of swords. Okay. Okay. The 10 of swords is letting you know the energy draining is coming to a close. And it's allowing you to be free. There's a lot of the message I'm getting here is just that freedom coming through. But you got the wheel of fortune. You're coming into a new cycle into your life. So Don said it. Yes, there's going to be little obstacles during the way, but you got to put down some manure to make it, a better path, a better way. What's the words I'm looking for? Better movement here. Okay, but you are setting that up. But listen, this is about bringing balance, and you got 10-10. Oh, you need to look that number up. 10-10. Okay, so as one door closes, a new door opens. This is about new beginnings for you. Okay, not just for you, but for your whole unit, for your whole thing.
yes, I've
Yeah.
been working big time on. I'll post that real quick, so
Okay, go ahead.
people are looking at. It says,
Yeah,
yes, I've been
because we
working.
just went, we just stopped.
Exactly. Yes, I've been working big time on myself and my life, working it and taking care of myself. And my girls are watching me and joining me. We are cleaning and getting rid of all the junk. It feels great, but these bumps man, they suck. They do. And
They do.
unfortunately, um, they unfortunately again. Sometimes there's no way around the bumps, because again
Mm-mm.
they just do it. But the question is when the bumps happen, it's not the bump, it's what you do with the bump. And so keep that
Absolutely.
in mind again. And remember, your girls are watching. Angie, I give such kudos to Angie, and I remind her this all the time when she's glowing about the success of Brandon graduating,
Yes.
and Brandon already having all the success and getting into college and getting set up and all this stuff. And I remind her, it's like, yeah, he gets the credit. Of course, he gets the credit. He did the work, but Mama, Mama showed him. She didn't necessarily have to tell him. She
Yes.
showed him by her life and by her work and by her what she does. what it is to be productive, what it is to be successful, how to get there, to work hard. He's seen her work, he's seen her struggle, he's seen her do what she needed to do to make sure there's food on the table, make sure that there's responsibility, that she pays her bills, that she puts, that she puts a roof over his head, that cars are there, that he has the opportunities that he's given when he needed. He watched mama, and no matter what we say, be careful. And this is what you're doing, Rachel, which I love. Your daughters watch, and I know that you are emulating for them what you want them to see, because they'll carry that on. And Angie is again, I remind her, no matter what he does, the benefit and the adulation starts with her, because she modeled an amazing parent, an amazing life as a parent and as a person. And he saw it, and he took the lesson. He got the lesson. He did the homework, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I always go back to that. And so Angie is my role model for what it is to have created, to set the standard for your child, and not just say it, do it. And she did.
And guess who came in at the right time? Boy, your ears must have been burning, Angie.
Angie, you weren't supposed to hear that. You weren't supposed to hear that. You've heard it too many times.
You came in at the right moment. Hello, my love. I'm glad you stopped in at the right moment.
I'm telling you.
But here's the thing, Rachel. I also want you to understand that when you put that energy out there, it is a ripple. We talked about this. You need to go get this book. Order it, not get it, but I mean, not go get it. Let it come to you.
Get her done. Get her done.
But having the understanding of when you start to clear out that all that negative energy, and you making space for new energy to come in, things will pop up. And when they do pop up, it's an easy address. Okay, it's things that you can say, all right, cool, bam, this is the reason. You find out why it's popping up. That is the thing. Why did it pop up? Why is this particular trigger popping and messing with me? When you address that, then you can move on, because then it won't pop up no more. It's not being swept up under the rug. It's not being put in the box somewhere. That is the thing. And this is what the retrograde, this is what I talked about on Monday. This is what the retrograde is about. When things do pop up, it's going backwards here. And especially being in Aries, it's definitely going to go backwards. It's ready to get addressed so you can move on easily. So when you come out of this retrograde, it's like, oh, it didn't bother me. It didn't hit me like it usually does, because you are in a better space. You are leveling up. All right. Understand, a lot of us are. When we take accountability of saying, okay, this is what I need to be focusing on. This is what I need to put my attention into and deal with, so we can move on, so I can move on. I can't keep holding on to the past or holding on to something that no longer is serving me. But if it doesn't get addressed, then it's going to always keep popping up. So when you find out that why does it keep popping up? Man, it's easy. Like, oh, okay, I can deal with this. This is how I was feeling. This is what was going on. Now I release this. I give this back to the universe. I give this back to Mother Earth, So there, just a little bit of teaching here.
Exactly. But stay strong and continue to
Yes.
love and embrace those children, raise them up the way that you want to, again, emulate, and then and know that you're doing the great job. That's where you find your peace and solace. When you get into rough moments, look into their eyes, look into their spirit. Again, that little precocious one, she's something else. She's the one with the little attitude. She's the funny one. So, she's the one that'll keep you laughing. So, yeah.
Yes. Well, and that's the energy that you need. This is also, it's like, all right, you don't have to take life so seriously. When you look at her, you're like, oh yeah, she crazy. All right. That's a nice reminder. Thank you for, but you know what? I feel like she steps in at the right moments for you to get your mind off of a lot of things. And for you to say, okay, listen, Mom, what's the problem here? Let's go have some fun. Well, let me tell you a joke, and then you will always hear about this.
I love it when the little kids tell jokes and they get them wrong. and you can't
Oh,
help
they so wrong.
but laugh because you're like, and they
They
think you're laughing
wrong.
at the joke, and you're like, no, I'm
That ain't
laughing at
right.
the, but they
But
don't
it's the
need to know.
fact that you tried and I appreciate it. It was the fact that you saw that I needed a laugh and appreciate it. Now I'm gonna have to say the joke the same way you said it.
Exactly, exactly. Oh, she's mini
Oh,
me. She said, yes, yes, yes,
yes.
absolutely,
Oh, she had
absolutely.
another one. Yes, my older
Katrina,
sister.
my dear, Katrina Dunford, ask Marty. Why I don't mean to be rude, but why are you coming in here asking us to tell you what Marty's thinking? Reach out to Marty, have the conversation with Marty, ask Marty. You're in a relationship with the dude. If you're in a relationship with the dude, if you're doing the dirty nasty, then you think at some moment during the dirty nasty, you can look and say, how do you think about me? Even if he's lying because he's in the moment himself. I don't know, but please, my dear, do
Don't
yourself a
ask.
favor, have the conversation with the person
Don't
you're in
ask
a
us.
relationship with. That's all I can
This
say.
is what you're gonna get when you ask us about these dirty questions. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be a good look. Just telling you. Just
You know, and I don't mean to be rude, not mean to be rude,
Katrina,
but
just go ask Marty.
yeah,
Okay.
have a
That's the
conversation.
thing. Don't be afraid of communicating.
Yes.
If y'all in a relationship or have some type of relationship, what you afraid of asking? Well, why you ain't talking to me? Well, there you go. And then let them give them the reason. And then you can either accept it or don't accept it. But good gosh, now. I know we're psychic, but damn.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. And again, if you can't communicate with your partner, then you got bigger problems than asking somebody else what they're
Yeah.
thinking, because that's unfortunate. But yeah, that do that first. Absolutely.
Yes. Oh, please don't put your email in the I'm supposed to you to just email me. Maybe.
She's been trying to get the link for the class, and I sent her
Oh,
two of my
got you.
email
Okay.
addresses, and neither one apparently works. So on this one occasion, I will
Oh, well
write that
then
down.
okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
but generally speaking, folks, don't put your, because if you
Don't
put it
put
out
your
there, other people
birthday.
can see it.
Yeah, don't put your birthday or your email in because we don't want you to get scammed here.
Yes.
Okay. But Don said, okay, in this particular thing.
Yep. Yep. We got to protect you, folks. I'm telling you, these
Yeah.
folks out
Because
there,
they
they will
try.
take this. And Salima, once I get this, I'm typing it right now. Once I get this, if you could do me a favor and take this down.
Yeah,
Um,
delete
if you
the
can remove the message,
yeah.
therefore
It
again, you're
won't
not putting yourself
yeah.
at risk. I would appreciate that. I've got it now, Salima. So if you could
Okay.
remove that just to protect yourself, I would so appreciate that.
Cool. Cool. Because
Yeah.
we don't want you to get scared. It's not just us protecting us. We protect y'all too because they come after y'all when we're done. They will
Yes.
come and send you messages to say inbox me because I feel this connection that I'm having and da 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 da
Oh
this
my
and
gosh. Yes.
will you DM me and then it's a scam. It's a scam.
Yes.
They be scamming.
Yes. And they have no shame. They have no shame in
None.
their game. None.
Oh, the other day, oh my gosh, I can before we move on, let's see if it'll come back up because the last time I went to it, it erased. And okay, so yep, it erased. So I had a scammer to come up on my messenger and say, this is Facebook, the company,
Uh huh.
right? Saying that your page have been reported for fraud and this long message and I need for you to click on this link
Oh
and
yeah.
all of this other type of stuff. I go back. I was like, Facebook won't ever send me a message through Messenger. Facebook will hit me direct with my email. So I went back and that damn thumb. I went back. I went back and looked at that message. It says no something, no user found or what, no user, no user no longer available. It's a scam. So FYI, everybody, if you get a message through Messenger from Facebook, it ain't Facebook. Okay. It is not Facebook. Do not click on that link because that link is going to take you to what it appears to be Facebook. It ain't Facebook. Okay. Because it had the copyright symbol in front of Facebook. Now, you know damn well Facebook don't have the copyright in front of Facebook.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's another thing. And then it will direct you and tell you, well, we need your ID. We need your name. We
Mhm.
need all of this. We need for you to verify da 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 this. It ain't it. So don't get scammed. Okay.
Yeah.
Even if they say your page is reported by fraud, they will send you an email. They will contact you through your email. Okay. If it's Facebook. So don't be worried about it.
Yeah, and believe me, when we talk about Facebook, we use it a ton. So it's not as though we are talking about something that we don't deal with. We deal with it often, and
Yes.
we see a lot of what's coming. So yeah, just be careful. Be careful because
Mm-hmm.
again, folks are out there getting very creative on ways to mess up your
Very,
life and your finances because they're too damn lazy to get out and do something productive with their lives, which is unfortunate.
very. And another, it's a bunch of them. So if you got a landline, people are calling and scamming you. If you saying that, oh, you have an account with Wells Fargo, well, it's been illegal activity on your account up to $70,000 and da 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 this. I'm gonna have you speak to the U.S. Treasurer on the phone right now. First off, Wells Fargo is not gonna call you. Okay, and why didn't U.S. Treasury or the U.S. Treasurer call me direct?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Why is the middleman? Come on now. So just be careful on that because that's the new thing, and also the AT&T stuff. You know they got breached,
Mm-hmm.
and so that information is out there. So it's a lot of scams. So tell your loved ones that too. Even if they do have an account at Wells Fargo, they ain't gonna call you and tell you somebody is then open up an account. They you will know.
Exactly. Got some good news here from Myra. Myra says, "Oh, forgot to tell you guys, my daughter is having a baby girl.
Ah,
Congratulations!"
congratulations,
Yes,
Myra.
Myra, you have a son and a daughter, right? The son is older than the daughter. Because I'm getting the two, I'm getting the image of the two of them. Congratulations! Is this your first then? Is
Congratulations.
this a first grandchild?
The first grandbaby.
I'm kind of
Hey,
curious.
Amber A. Yes, it's been a long time. I ain't seen that name in a long time.
Lord have mercy. Nice to see everybody popping in.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Myra says yes. So it's a first. Is it
Oh,
yes to the daughter and son, or is it third grandchild? Okay. Wow. So
okay.
they're popping out puppies over there.
Ooh, you gonna have you a whole litter, honey.
Absolutely, absolutely. Next in line is Scott. Scott Crecho, do you have a specific
I
question
saw the
for us?
same. I was going for the same thing. I was about to say
Absolutely.
Scott. We was kind of on the same wave here.
Yes, yes. You may be psychic, Angie. I
We
mean,
may
Shauna.
be.
My Lord have mercy. Just maybe. Yeah, Lord have mercy.
Just
What's the
maybe.
questions? What's the question for us, Scott?
Hey Ray. Hey Terry.
Oh, by the way, if y'all notice, I got Miss Shauna's teacup today, right here.
I
This is her
see
logo.
it. I
Yes, this
see
is Shauna's
it.
cup and her logo. Her merch is available on that Linktree link I popped up,
Yes, it
which I'll
is.
pop up again just in case. Hey, good morning, Terry Lopez. And also, Ray, your sister is on, I saw earlier
Yep.
today, and I didn't have a chance to
I
say hello.
saw. Yeah, it was
So,
early on.
Ray and Terry, welcome in.
Scott, what's your question, love? Go ahead and type your question. Hey Yuka. Is that say that right? Yuka M.
Must be a long question. Do, 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 do. Yes, Miss Shauna is pretty.
Oh,
Absolutely.
thank you, child. Thank you. This is God and water, honey. God, water, and skincare.
EMLEL, you just missed the conversation, a 5-minute conversation, 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Ask Jackson. Ask Jackson.
Please. Ask him that same exact the way you said, "Hey Jackson, how you doing? Do you seriously want to be with me?"
Mm-hmm.
No? Yes? Okay. There are your answers.
You know,
Okay.
you can actually EMEL. One thing that works really well, worked well for me for years, is I would take a piece of paper and I would write, "What do you serious want to be with me?" And I would put a little box with a yes over top and a little box with a no over top, and then I would fold it up and I would hand it to him at his desk and have him answer that question.
Yes.
I'm being silly. I'm being funny. I'm just like when we were kids. I couldn't help it. It was kind of funny. I remember when we were kids. Well, I didn't
Yes,
do that because
right?
everybody loved me.
Right? Right? You're like, do you want to be my boyfriend?
Yes.
Do you want to be my girlfriend? Yes, no, maybe.
No, I didn't do the
I'm giving
maybe.
you an option here. I'm giving you the option of maybe.
Let's see. Scott says, I need some guidance on how to best support my husband on what he is dealing with now.
Okay.
Super. Let's take a look.
Talk about actually, that's right. Yeah, you better write you a little note and just slide them to him, huh?
Do, 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 do.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, this is the first where you got us both quiet. For
Mhm.
anybody getting us quiet because we just want to make sure. I feel that I'm pretty sure we're probably feeling the same thing,
Mhm.
Don. Mm-hmm. Well, first off is to have some courage. Okay? Have courage and strength, Scott, because what you are going through, it's like I feel like you kind of losing that right now, but you got to have the courage to keep to go forward. Okay? Um you do have the 3 of swords here. And that card actually did not want to fly out. It flipped and then it kind of took its time to come out. Okay? Um and I feel like there's a reason why. Because that's that going back and forth. Should I, or if I do, what will happen? What is the next steps after? This is playing kind of mind games with you because I feel like you know what you need to do, but scared to do it because of the outcome. Okay. What clarified it, because I had to ask, what clarified it was the Knight of Wands on top of this. Child, I told you. Boy, there's this movement of just going forward. But then you got the Knight of Swords, okay? And the Knight of Swords is it's going reverse. You have the Knight of Wands going forward, and you got the Knight of Swords want to go backwards. So this should tell you of like it's time to get it's time to make a damn decision, okay? And making this decision will bring in clarity for you with this King of Swords, okay?
I got the King of Wands. Interesting, huh?
Oh wow! I just feel like it will just bring the clarity that you need. But this is about you maturing. making a mature move here. And Three of Wands. It's just about what you want to do for the future. Okay. You got free will. You can do whatever you please, but this is what I am seeing right here. That three of swords is sticking out so much. If you don't know what Three of Swords is, it's just, should I say it? It's just being mean. But it's being direct, and there's frustration, and there is just heartache there. Okay. I'm going to let Don talk.
The thing that I was picking up, which is interesting, is that we can't fix everything. We as in people, we want to fix, we want to help, we want to think, and so know that you want to fix, you want to step in, and you want to help. And again, this is a Wands card, so again, it's energy around employment, energy around career, job, those kind of things. But we want to fix it. But the warning is that and that's what Shawna's card picked up, that I was picking up too, and which I got from the swords, is that warning of, there are times where you can't. There's times where you should pull back. And so know the distinction from support and being there for them versus wanting to fix things. And because that sword is that Knight of Swords is saying, be careful, because if you jump in and want to and do something rash or don't think through it all the way, then the difficulty, you could create more difficulties than resolve. Okay. And that's what that sword, that again, that's why you have the two knights. The knights like measure your response, measure how you can help, but know your limitations, that you can only go so far. You know what I'm saying? And so again, be careful not to try to help too much. Change is coming. The changes are already coming, and they were actually set in motion by him. Some of those changes were set in motion by him, and that's going to feed into its own thing as well, because of whatever reason. But the King of Wands is here, so know that it's going to take restraint on your part. It's going to take a little bit of understanding. You also have to let go of some of the things that are the things that draw us to. Again, the youthfulness, the youthfulness of thinking. Again, is I can help it, I can fix this, I can do whatever. Again, and that is what's surrounded. That's what's centered with that. And then you have that Three of Swords, and so again, there are still some tough times. There's still some things that are going to have to go through, but he's going to have to go through them. And you can only be supportive, and so you play a very supportive role, and make sure that you're there to listen. Make sure you're there to help him understand that unfortunately this is part of the life journey. This is part of the tree of life in that situation, and it's the process of going through this. This is yeah, it's interesting, because again, some of it's holding on to the youth, some of it's wanting to relive the youth, some of it's part of that too. It's that kind of tied up into that mindset of wanting to kind of put the genie back in the bottle deal. But the good part that I got was, I can see that again, this is a struggle and it will continue, but it is close. The resolution is close at hand. Okay. And so again, but it's not finished yet. So again, there are still struggles in front. And so be there to be a listener, to be supportive, to be nurturing, to be caring. But again, don't try to own the trouble. Don't try to own the problem, and just be there to lift up, to encourage and support. But don't try to do what the card's saying you often do, would come in and try to fix it. Don't. This is one you can't fix. I don't get the energy of fixing so much. I get the energy of just kind of taking a role where it's like, I'm going to be. And so again, be there and support and communicate. But the good part is there's a 10 of Cups right around the corner.
I'll see.
So again,
Six of Wands too. So as the outcome of
exactly.
Of it all.
Yeah. So know that again, you do have some struggles still in front of him, but in the end, it's going to work out, and it's going to work out the way in which it's intended to, because of the tree of life. It's part of the path. That doesn't make it any better that you have to go through it, but it is telling you that this is the journey that is there. We didn't really, we're not very clear, I guess you would say, in the sense of how to do it. But my point is, you can't do it. You don't do it
Right.
to fix it. So the support is truly the word support. Encourage, nurture, give companionship. Make sure that you're there in the moment, and that when the venting needs to happen, it's vented. Let the venting happen. Let the all the other stuff happen. But the change was inevitable, and the situation will resolve itself in the end. But just be a supportive role. Don't try to step in and overstep and wind up causing more damage than good, because this is one time I just don't think you can help. You can only support. So I'm glad you used that word, because I think you've already got that point down, which is good. And again, stay strong, stay determined, work through it. Also, try to stay 1 or 2 steps ahead. Try to scope out where this is going and what would be needed when this happens. Because again, if you are scoping out the process along the way that you believe it's going to manifest itself, while you walk the process, and while the process works itself through, you can then be able to navigate and maneuver quicker based on having put that forethought forward. So again, it's not about redirecting or that, because that's not what you're going to be doing. You can't do it in the sense. This is not redirecting. This is not repairing. This is not fixing. This is just being there to pick up the pieces and to direct and to say, hey, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm there. And that's the most I can give you. Again, the strong message. You can't. Be careful not to try to jump in and fix it. And that's just not. This is one of those times you can't.
Yeah, another thing that is keep playing over is don't force.
Yes.
No, don't force anything. Just be the support. And yeah, it can be frustrating at times, because that 3 of Swords is very, very strong. It stands all the way out.
And we both got it.
Yeah, I mean, that tells you right there, it's big energy of frustration, of a little bit of heartache here, I feel like the heartache is, I can't fix it. I can't repair it. But you got to let it be. You got to let it run its course. But the great thing about this, there is, as it's running its course, it's going to come to an end. Okay, you got the 10 of Cups. You have the 6 of Wands here, and that's coming up out of the trenches. Okay, and rising above the situation, rising above what has happened. Okay, because now you're coming in with clarity. You're coming in with you're coming out with clarity. Excuse me. You're coming out with a better understanding of how to be that support system. Okay. And instead of, with that Knight of Swords I had, instead of going backwards, being so quick to make a decision, so quick to make a move, it's not necessarily always the good move, the best move to make, because that's what that energy is surrounding. Like, listen, this is what I'm going to do. This is what, and then you're going to regret by making that quick decision. Okay. But it's making a subconscious decision to saying, you know what? I'm going to let you go through what you need to go through. And I'm going to step out a little bit, but I'm going to be supportive, but I'm not going to be hovering over and saying, you got to do it this way. You got to be this way. It's just, I just kept getting, don't force, don't force, don't force. Okay. The actions, the results. Bam! Did it just come out?
It just came out. Yep.
Surrender and release. You can't keep filling up that vase if it's already cracked.
Yep.
You can't keep filling it up. You got to let it do its thing or let it go.
Yep. And as you walk through this path with him, you have to make sure also that you're finding serenity and peace. So where you're letting go of things, you're centering your mind, you're focusing to where you block things out. Again, you find the peace, because if you don't find that, and you don't find that harmony, you're going to have a problem. Again, the power lies within you. You've got this, but you've got to make sure that as this process works, not only are you helping to support, but you're taking care of yourself, because your psychological your psychological impact, the impact on your psychological self will also be there, and your physical self, because of the drain it could cause you. So again,
Yes.
make sure, yeah, it makes self-care
Self-care is huge,
yeah.
especially during this time as we are in Mercury retrograde. You got the 4/4 portal that's open today. You got the solar eclipse that's about to come up. This is literally for everybody. It's time to take care of self, going within.
Mhm.
Mercury retrograde is a moment for you to go within to make sure you are okay. Okay. But self-care is very, very important, Scott.
Yeah.
And you putting that energy into you because you don't want to lose yourself. That's why I'm kind of glad that the first card that came out for you was the strength card.
Yeah.
And this was a whole reminder to have patience. Okay. Have patience and have courage and the strength to move forward on doing this. This is only temporary. This is not going to last forever. Okay, it may feel like it because you got to go through it. But the thing is, you go through it to grow through it.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice quote. You go
I
through
do.
it.
I like that. Like,
Grow through it. What? You better go, Shawna.
be careful. Jesse Jackson's going to steal that.
Oh Lord, I know, right? What is it? Down with dope, up with hope, or some crap?
Exactly. Believe it to achieve it. All that stuff.
Yeah.
He had a line of them. Lord have
He
mercy.
had a bunch of them. A bunch of them.
Showing my age right there when I mentioned that name. Like, who is he?
You
Who
know,
is he?
hey, when he was bigging, when he was a big one.
Yes, he was.
with the Jerry curl, child. The Jerry curl.
Hopefully I helped you, Scott. Again, most importantly,
Yes.
take care of yourself through this process. Make sure that you are physically, emotionally, psychologically well nourished.
Absolutely.
Make sure that you again give as much support, give as much understanding, and let them know that you're there, that you're in the moment with them, because sometimes being in the moment is very important because of the conversation they want to have, or what they don't have, but what they're kind of indicating, and make sure that you're there. But at the same time, again, be careful not to overstep and overreach, because again, support is one word. Taking it on yourself, you can't, and you can't fix this. This is not something that
No.
I just don't think this is a fixer for you.
It's not. And don't force anything. Okay, it's gonna backfire in the worst way.
Yeah.
It's gonna backfire. You talk about the 3 of Swords, child. Multiply that 5 times.
Yes.
Because then you're gonna get, you're gonna get the 5 of Swords, and then you're gonna have words, and then somebody's gonna do the walk away. So, child, we don't want to see that. We want y'all to come together as a unit. But
Exactly.
this is what happens in a relationship, especially when you love a person and you just want them to, you can knock them upside the head to try to get it right, but if they ain't already there, they ain't gonna get there. They gotta move. They're gonna move on their time here. Okay, and all you can do is just sit back and say, "All right, you done fail." Allow them to get back up. Allow them to get their momentum going, getting it back together. Allow that to happen. But in the meantime, do your check-in with yourself, making sure that I can handle this. I can emotionally, mentally, physically, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm in a better space. Okay. You are so welcome, Scott. You made us be quiet on that first one. We had to figure out what we were reading.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But you are so welcome.
But that was a deep read. That was a deep read and came from a
It
very deep
was.
space, which is nice, because sometimes it's good when you have to work to make sure that you get the message right. Because that message, and this folks, is a time also where it is super important to remind you, there are tarot readers who will read a card because the card says one thing, and those people, they're wonderful, they're great, whatever, but that's there. If you really get a good tarot/psychic read, you're getting a read not based on the cards solely, but more importantly based on what energy is being told to you from spirit and through the cards. So know the difference and understand the difference between, because if again, it's just a very different kind of read, and you'll be able to tell now that I've given you the keys to the castle, explain what it is. You'll be able to tell when you sit there in front of somebody who will just tell you what this card means every time. It's the same meaning every time.
It's the same
Thing. Well, that's a
thing.
problem, because that's and I don't have a problem with them doing that, because guess what? That's what they do, and that's good for them. That works for them. But I'm telling you, there's a blessing to be had when you when you have taken the time as a reader to connect to spirit and to connect to that energy that surrounds each of us, and you pull that energy in as you read, because now you're actually reading for the person. You're not just reading
Right.
cards.
You're not just reading for yourself.
Exactly.
That's the difference. When you read folks, as what we do here, we do take that time out, because say we read the message exactly how the God book told us, right? How what those exact words are for each tarot. This read will be hella crazy, so confusing, and so negative, right? So hence, this is an intuitive tarot reading that we give, and the energy that backs it is so different, because we allow spirit to come through, and we're just a vessel. We can control what we say, so we don't want to be too crazy of saying something too bluntly, but we give you the gist of what's happening, and to give you the guidance that you are seeking, and that's it. Now, a lot of times we hold back, so we won't speak so much, because it's not everybody's business. You know what I mean? That's when you should reach out to us and book a private reading with us, so we can go more in detail about what is happening and what we're really seeing here. It's like giving you an appetizer. We ain't gonna give you the whole the whole meal for free. We just giving you a little tester. But to open it up to where, okay, bam, if this is some guidance that you already know, you gotta understand, all of us is intuitive. All of us has gifts. That gut feeling that you having, or what is it? Something told me to do this. That is spirit speaking to you. Okay, that is your higher self speaking to you. I'm just saying, don't ignore it. Because it can be that warning, it can be that guidance, that can be that answer you've been seeking.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just needed confirmation, then we're here for the confirmation of that's what it is. But like I said, if you want to go dive deeper, honey, we all available. All of us, even with that love child. If you're trying to find out, well, Leroy ain't called me. Why? What's going on? We had this da 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 da. Is this call Bonnie? Okay, calling on Angels 1111.
Bonnie's like, damn, y'all dump all this on me.
Yeah, Bonnie is gonna hook you up.
Exactly.
Just answer. Rewrite the question. Just don't ask why Leroy ain't calling. It's like, listen, we in a relationship and our communication is a little off. What are some things that we can fix? There you go.
Absolutely.
We don't have permission to tap into other people's energy. I think Angie said it best. Of like, they don't give us permission. You the one that's being extra nosy and want to know. You trying to force something to happen when ain't nothing happening.
Absolutely. So who is next, Miss Shawna?
Hot dog. Well, you pick Scott. Let's go. Let's see. We had a little troll in here.
We did.
Oh,
Say what?
yeah, we did.
I don't see them.
Mm.
Did I somehow cancel them on my side and they come up on somebody else's
Yeah,
side?
it came up on mine.
Oh, okay.
It was the one with the long essay. Yuka, are you still here? Hey, BP. Hey, my blessings is here. 11:11. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yuka, do you have a question, or would you like a general? Hey, Mina. I got you, girl. I'm here. LOL. Sarah Jane.
So Yuka is not here. She left
Yeah,
us.
yeah. I'm just waiting for a question.
Oh, I
If
see. Okay,
there's a
yeah, of course. I
question.
saw her. Of course. Okay.
Okay. I'm thinking of purchasing. I am thinking to purchase one house. Is that house the right house for me? Hmm.
It's a good pendulum question, but I didn't bring a
Yeah.
pendulum.
You got us going straight to the point, honey. I love it. Maybe grab the my angel answer cards. You got your pendulum out too?
No, I don't have one. I don't have one handy. I'm like, damn.
Oh, well, I got my
I didn't have
pendulum.
it last night either, and I was like, what the hell?
Let's see, I got my pendulum.
Sorry to hear about your mom's passing, Sarah.
Oh,
Condolences.
sorry, love. Okay.
Remember though, Sarah, this may not make you feel any better at this point, but she transitioned. And so her physical form may not be here presently with you, but she is always going to be there with you spiritually. Again, she transitioned from a physical form to um, an energy form.
Oh, she like, I want cards. Okay, well, we go with cards. Damn.
That sounds familiar. Remember?
And
Now
I
you did
see
a
your
great read for me psychically, Don. Can you show me the cards? I'm like,
Hey, you show me. I'm like, what in the world?
oh Lord, have mercy. I see that you have two choices actually, and which is a conflict, which is interesting that is the case. But and I see that you're deliberating too much. You're looking at all the
Yeah.
bad side of this. You need to look at the good side, but you're not. You're looking at all the negative sides. Why are you focused on that? Come on, you know what you need to do. You know what feels right, and this feels.
Yes.
So when you ask that question again, it's like you're just wanting to somebody else to make the responsibility decision for you, but it's like no. There you go. Look at
I shuffled.
look
But
at the cups behind. Come on.
yeah,
There's good things about this house.
right. Here's the thing. Stop finding something. Like Don is saying, stop finding something to make you question your intuition, what you feel. Stop with that. And if this sits on you, and this is, spirit gave you a hell yes with this one, and this is what, but at the end of the day, you got two decisions like what Don said, and you're gonna end up picking the right one anyway. And it feels like you already made that decision with the house, because this is the house that you really, really want.
Yep. For some reason, though, it's like you are. Be careful you don't self-sabotage. Be careful that you again.
Yes.
It's like for some reason you're like, okay, it does this, it does this. You can find 10 million reasons why not to buy something that could be the best thing for you, but you could find if you're looking for no's, you will
Yep.
find them. And if you're looking for yeses, you can find them too. The question is if you focus so much, like I showed you with that 5, if you focus on all of the reasons why not to, and you can't see the benefit of the good, it's because your mind, again, you're worried, and if you do that, you could wind up putting yourself in a tailspin where you talk yourself out of a house that would have been perfect for you.
Mm-hmm.
So just be careful about that process, okay? Because from what I'm seeing, I think that the house that you're looking at is the house that's a good house for you. It's a good fit, and I think it doesn't fit everything. I think that there are some issues with it, which again is those three cups in front. But again, because it doesn't fit everything, does that still exclude it? Because not every house will fit everything.
Right. Even if you was to build a house, you will still find, like from ground up, you still will find something of, well, this is not what, it's always going to be something. Okay. That perfect house is it already exists for you. It's just, I feel like these are just small changes that you can make to the house itself.
Yeah. Also, Yuka, let me put some break. I'm gonna put the brakes on for you right there. When you ask the question about trusting the seller, it's not about trusting the seller. If you're buying a house, you do your due diligence. If I'm guessing this is a arm's length transaction where you have two realtors involved. Is that the case? Say yes or no. I'll sit here and wait until you say yes or no. Is there a realtor involved? Is this a third party transaction? Yes or no? Because I can go off both ways. Do, 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 do.
Yes, because this is both needed. But what is the concern about the seller anyway?
And that is the point I want to stress. And Uka, please let us know. Yeah, people scam a lot nowadays.
See,
Uka.
this is what you in your head right here. This is all you, honey. You couldn't even find a whole reason for this. What's the reason about? I'm shut up.
Yes, but again, Uka, was there a yes or a no when it comes to a realtor and third party? And is there a arm's length transaction with a realtor? Yes or no? Or are you just starting down the process? Because again, now I'm even more curious about that. Again, is this a third party transaction with a realtor?
The back of the card said trust, and I would just move in the day. It's up to you. At the end of the day, this is all on you, love. I ain't gonna get a headache for you, Yuka. Not today.
Yeah, the most important thing that I'm getting at is do your due diligence no matter what. If you don't have a good realtor to help you do your due diligence, then go learn online what you need to do. Make sure you get an inspection. Make sure that you have from a third party, that independent inspector. Make sure that you get that you have an understanding of the value of the house. Make sure that you have an understanding of the market conditions. If there are any out, you check the tax record to make sure there's no back taxes issues. There's no liens. There's no levies. Make sure that there's no IRS levies because they can't be cleaned up by this transaction. Make sure that and again, these things are why you go to a title company. So when you do a purchase, you do the inspections, you go through a title company who makes sure that you have a clean title, and they guarantee it by putting the money up to say, if there's a title problem, they pay for it, not you. These are things that are important. So in this process, there are many ways to protect yourself. Can you protect yourself from everything? Absolutely not. But can you protect yourself by doing your due diligence? Yes, you can. And there are, again, it's you taking, you cannot turn over to anybody any part of this aspect. You got to be on top of it. You've got to make it happen. That's the most important thing. And that's for everybody in any transaction like this. Okay, so that's not just for Uka. This is for everybody. If you're buying a house, make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you put together a list of things you need to accomplish before you say yes. And make sure that when you sign that contract, you completely understand it. If there is a 10-day inspection period, make sure that inspection period is followed and you get the inspections. The AC and the heat, number one biggest thing. Plumbing, number two biggest thing. Roof, number three biggest thing. HOAs, if there's an HOA, is there some kind of big assessment that nobody told you about, that when you buy the house, all of a sudden you have this assessment? We almost bought a house one time that had a 5-year additional assessment. So for 5 years in a row, we would have to pay an additional assessment. We would have to suck it up. I'm like, have you lost your damn mind? I don't think so.
Right.
So,
also, if it's in a flood zone, if it's all of these things, here's why realtors got this job for a reason. Okay, to take care of all that work for you. You just need to have make you a checklist. Make sure that you do your due diligence. Just like Don said.
Because ultimately you'll pay the price. And
yes,
you will. In more ways than one.
Yes. So there you go.
Madison Lynn, are you still here? If you are, what is your question? I was trying to look back and see if you said you wanted a reading, but you didn't give us whether it's specific or general or whatever. What is your question, Madison Lynn? And for anybody asking where we draw from, is it only Facebook? Is it only YouTube? No, we're on many platforms. We're on 9 different platforms. We draw from whoever we're being drawn to. Yeah. It doesn't matter which platform you're on.
No. Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. It can be his, it can be mine. It doesn't matter. It's just if Spirit is pointing those names out to us, and there's yes, no
Madison
question,
saying no question, just wanted to know what Spirit needs me to hear. BP, I saw your statement earlier, same thing about my dad passed away in 2020 and has yet to try to send me any messages. My dad and I weren't close, but I thought that at his daughter, he would have a message for me. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it's not the message. It's our receiving it. And sometimes they don't have messages for us, but there may be a time where it happens. Don't fret about it. Don't let it eat you alive. Because ultimately, the reality is most of us don't get visited by people who cross over. And when it does happen, you'll feel it, and then you're ready for it. Sometimes, again, it happens when you need it most. So if you're going through a rough spot in your life, don't be surprised if it happens then. If you're doing okay, if you're kind of going, if you're on autopilot, sometimes they feel like they don't need to come in, and so they don't. So again, I can't speak for any one specific spirit. I'm just giving you a general. What you got, Miss Shawna?
I don't know where I was going. When you was talking, I went somewhere else.
The train has left the station.
Yes. You have the King of Wands here. It's I feel like you are ready to build something. You are ready to or being in this, when the King of Wands comes up, right? This is speaking on entrepreneurship here. Madison is what I am feeling. But I also feel like this is a energy of Leo energy, but there's growth here. And you also have the Queen of Swords that's clarifying this King of Wands. I feel like with this energy, like you are ready to grow. You are ready to like whatever project or whatever you have put your energy into, and you're ready to see some results from it. And I feel like with this Queen of Swords, it's like, hold on, take a moment to get your emotions out, start to think smarter, and not in a way of making things harder for you. If this is taking a look at whatever hobby you have, or whatever creativity you have, or even considering starting a business, this is giving you energy to do so. Okay. If you have been out of work for a long time, there's a reason. If things are coming up and you're not getting that job, because Spirit don't want you to have just a job anymore. Spirit is putting things in place, having you see, like, listen, you're good and great at this. Share it with the world. And for you to start your own platform here. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you putting something together. You have the Four of Cups. Boy, are you over the situation. You are done with, you putting your energy into something and it's not panning out. But here's the thing. Spirit is giving you a blessing here, and you're going to miss out on this blessing by being so wrapped up in what these cups were. Like, here's what I'm getting. Like, oh, when I worked at this job, I got this, and this amount, and I was good at this and great at this, but it just didn't pan out because either the hours weren't together, or there was people I didn't like, and all this other type of stuff. It's like, listen, these things happen to push you, for you to stand on your own. Okay. And when you stand on your own, honey, you're not by yourself, because Spirit is now placing you like, all right, bam, you done made this leap. Now let me place the right people on your path. Let's place the right courses that you need to take. All of these type of things. You have the Two of Wands. It's time to make a plan, honey. It's time to figure out what it is and start preparing, but also about being taking action here. Okay. It is. Oh, first thing that came up was Diana Ross, "Make This World a Better Place." How can you make this world a better place? Right? It's like this thought process. And this isn't involving the career. You got the first one involving the career here, not just a job. You have the Strength card. Have patience with this process. Things are not just going to happen just like that. It's just going to take trial and error here. What is it that you want to what product that you want to put out there? What services do you want to do? Okay. But here's the thing. that struggle is going to come to an end. This is the part, that 10 of Wands, this is the part that you're going to let go because it's not going to be a struggle anymore. All right. And whatever burden that you are feeling, and things will start to take off quickly for you. 8 of Wands. Like when I say take off quickly, it may seem like it's overwhelming at first, but then you get your momentum going. It's like riding a bike for the first time. You don't need those training wheels no more. Now you want to ride the bike. You want to see how fast you go. Oh, I can do a wheelie now. Oh man, and I ain't busting my behind. I'm great at it. But here's the thing: Knight of Swords, being actionary, no waiting around for something to fall into your lap. Madison, this is about you. Wow, going forward into what you really want to do. You have the Magician here. I love how this card comes out for you. This is a reminder of you standing in your power, you owning your power, all right? And you manifesting. Order this book. Order this book. This is exactly what this is. You will be a great case study, honey. By changing the mindset and using affirmations to bring in infinite abundance for you. You know what I mean? So that's what I have for you, love.
The only thing yeah. I'm just the only thing I was getting was get out of the house, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Spring is here. You live in a cold weather climate. I'm getting that energy. It's a cold weather climate. It's time to get out. It's time to get out and get back into life. I think you kind of cocooned yourself to a degree for some reason, and it's time to do it. Get your daughter and take her out. Get her out among people. Get yourself out amongst people. For some reason, I'm only seeing one daughter, but I'm getting daughter energy. I don't see a father energy, so it's like a you and a daughter. But get out and get among people, get amongst friends, go shop looking, go play in a park, go walk on a trail, go fishing. I know it sounds strange, but go fishing. Do these things that will give you a moment of pleasure with her, and will give her a lifetime of memories with you. I'm being told that is the most important thing for you right now to hear is get out and get among people. Stop the hibernation, stop the whatever. You're in a funky space right now and you need to shake it off. Those cobwebs need to go. Getting that book will help a lot because, again, it helps you to retrain the brain. That's that neuroplasticity. We sometimes train our brain to go to the negative side, to see things in a negative way, to go right to negative words, to find, and it's interesting how words are powerful. We throw words around like they have no value. And the one thing that I was taught in law school, one of the first things we taught in law school is that as a lawyer, I can argue a word till the end of the day because I can tell you how many ways it could fit. And I truly learned to understand the English language best by going to law school. And it taught me how to truly understand when you use a certain word, make sure that's the word you wanted. Because when you put it out there, either you look like a fool because you used the wrong word, or you're uneducated or ill-informed, or you look like, okay, you meant to do that. Well, now you look like an ass because you're trying to stand out. And none of that may be the case. I mean, that's the sad part. So get out among people, get out and have a conversation, have a moment with your daughter that will live forever in her memories, because she's growing fast, and there's a time when she won't want to be around your mom. There's a time when, she's going to want to be with friends, and she's going to want to be everywhere else, but in your presence. So appreciate that. Take this moment. Take this moment.
Yes, please do.
Exactly.
Please do, because those moments are memorable. Those moments are what you're going to want to have. Yep. As she's growing, you be like, you remember when you was little. Yep. And when she grown and wanted to say something, talk back, you like, boy, I remember when you was kind to me.
Exactly.
You meet them teenage years, child. You like,
Yep.
I will wring your neck. But thank God for that memory that we had back in the day.
Exactly. Because my mother would just come right at me. I brought
Boom.
you in. I'll take you out.
All
I
day,
brought you in. I'll take you out.
and nobody come looking for you. Nobody.
Yes.
Cause
Yeah.
you gonna go to camp, okay? You gonna go to
Mhm.
camp, and you're gonna be there forever.
Yeah. I grew up in Baltimore, and it's like we know where to hide the bodies.
Yes, right. I grew up in
Like
North
no
Carolina.
one will
There
miss
is
you. My mother,
yes,
no one will miss you.
no. You ain't lying. You around that water too. Ain't nobody gonna miss you. Mm-mm.
Exactly. And we right at the end of the block was the train yard
Yeah.
and
Oh
the lumber
yeah.
yard. The train yard and the lumber yard. We were. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was in the country. Ain't nobody riding down there looking for you in the country. Nope. We got
Exactly.
plenty of fields. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, this garden is sprouting a whole lot. What y'all
Mhm.
got? New fertilizer and stuff?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Shauna, she went to stay with her Uncle Joe. She moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I live in Baltimore, grew up. Myra says she lives in Baltimore and grew up in Jersey. I grew up in Baltimore City. I grew up on Gilmore Street, right at the end of Wilkins Avenue, and it's about 6 blocks from the train museum, and
Mm.
real close to Inner Harbor. And I grew up there. I was born there and grew up until I left. I guess in my late teens, early 20s. And but Baltimore lives within me, and I love Baltimore. I am very Baltimore proud, even to this day. Would not go back and live there because I've moved on, but
Mm.
Baltimore lives within me, and it made me the person I am, and I give it all the gratitude it deserves.
I
So
know
when you
that's
hear me boast and brag about it, it's because I do appreciate it, and I don't care what other people say about it. They can have their things. You know what? I don't care. That
I
was
know
their
that's
Baltimore.
right.
I have my Baltimore, and my
Hmm.
Baltimore is a blessing. So there you go.
I know. I never been to Baltimore.
Call
Never
me. I'll
been to
take you
Bama.
someday. I'll call you. I'll chaperone you.
Thank you, because I first thing I want to do is eat some good old crab legs. Well,
Yes.
crabs, some
Crab
good
cake. Get
crab.
a crab cake. Yeah.
Yeah,
A true
I'm gonna be
Baltimore crab cake.
crabbed out, but I don't care. I love crabs, child.
Absolutely. It's interesting when I took the boys back to. I have two sons, and when I took the boys back to Baltimore, to my neighborhood, to show them where I grew up, and they were old enough to understand, and they're like, "Dad, you grew up here." This is where you're from? I was like, yeah, this is where I'm from. This is it.
Yes,
Folks,
yes,
and folks, this is a very unrelated topic in any way to what we're saying. But remember, the person you are now, the moment that you are in now, the situation that you are in now is the now. And that's part of
yes,
that retraining the brain, understanding that we have the will, the desire. If we put the will and desire to work for us and we put the energy toward us, we can be someone different. We can live somewhere
yeah,
different. We can have a different economical environment. We can have a different life and lifestyle. It begins within us. So you are not bound by where you are now. You are
no,
not bound by what limitations you may have now. All that those do is say, okay, this is where I am. This is my jumping off point. This is the reason why I want to move forward. And then you
yes,
do the research, you figure out how to do it, and then you push forward. And sometimes we will push and push and push and get nowhere. But that does not mean we're getting nowhere. It means that we are moving, we are again pressing and bumping, and eventually those walls come tumbling down. So
yeah,
if you expect life to be easy and quick and short, and there's a simple answer, it's not. But I guarantee if you keep at it, if you keep pressing and you keep pressing and you keep pressing, and you want something more for yourself, and you're determined to make something more with yourself, you will get there, because again, that determination wins out over time. But you have to have the persistence and the patience and the
mm.
desire and the will. If you don't have those four things, then the rest will not fall in line.
Mm-mm, you better preach it, child.
Exactly.
And you
Exactly.
need go ahead and put that QR code up for that book, child, because they need to see that thing.
Yes. Yes.
Another great book. You just when you was talking about the power, you know, it's another good book called The Power of Now too,
Yes. A great book.
and that is a great read. Um, so I feel like both of these books will go in tied into making positive changes into your life, but you are in control of that. It one is rewiring the brain.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book that you need to rewire the brain and to speak this. And then it's the power of now, of like, no more of doing this, that, and I'm doing this right now. And you see those affirmations come into reality in due time, like in the right time, in the time for you right now. So I just feel like, especially with this book, this is a great, if you're a beginner at affirmations, you don't understand affirmations, this is the book, because this is what will get you going, get those wheels turning, because then you're like, oh, so let me, it's the power of my words, you know. Yep, the power of now. I have that book. I love that book.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great read.
It's a must read for most anyone that really wants to understand. Again, you have to be ready to receive the information, because, and that's the
Yes.
important thing. You have to be ready to receive. But once you are open
Yes.
to receiving it, it can be life affirming or life
Yeah.
changing.
Just like this, you have to be open to wanting to rewire that brain,
Absolutely.
because what you're doing is unlearning everything that you've learned, and things that you were taught. Yeah, will kind of piss you off. Yeah, it will have you in the mindset like, that's not what I was taught. Well, forget that. Forget that. And now this is what it is. Because you have this much power within you. The whole thing, this is the ultimate power within. This is going within. This is showing you how powerful you are. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ramona, for buying the book, and I'm glad to hear that it
Yes.
arrived. Hopefully, they didn't shove it into the post box like they did with Sean.
Don't you throw no shade at me.
Now I'm throwing shade at your Amazon guy. Your Amazon.
Yes, cause boy, they do not like our neighborhood neither, cause they put them on the Facebook, Facebook neighborhood. They talk about, I just overheard the Amazon driver does not like this neighborhood. I'm like, oh, now every time I get ready to see it, I'm like, is that the one? Is that the one that was talking to crap? Is that the one that jammed my book in the darn? But it's
Gonna
all
beat him
right.
with
I
that
got
book.
the.
Gonna beat him with
I,
that book.
yes, I feel like I got the crease out. Just it was creased up, but it feels so nice. I promise y'all, when y'all get this book and you take it out of the Amazon packet, you'll feel like, ooh, is that velvet? Because that's what it feels like. But this is a book that you always will be. It will be on your mind. Like, oh dang, let me go pick this book up and let me go read some inserts. Let me read. It's highly recommended to read 10 pages before going to bed. You will intake it more. Just starting off with there. I will always I go a little further. Let me read the chapter before going to bed. And then next thing you know it, you be done with the book. But then I like to go back in and do highlights. I'm like, all right, this is the part that stands out. I like to take notes. I'm with that. If something stands out and it applies to me, this thing will probably be highlighted out for me.
Well, when we see each other next, I'll make sure I sign it too.
Oh hell yeah! You don't think I'm not bringing this book so you can sign my book? You crazy?
Yes,
You
it's interesting. I was speaking to someone yesterday. They were texting me back and forth, and they said, "I got your book," and I'm like, "Oh, super, thanks, appreciate that." And we were talking about the book because they'd already done it. But it's interesting is and this is something I didn't even think about. They took the book and they read the table of contents, but they read first the introduction and they read some, but then they went and they were jumping around. They went to the things that were really specific. One was about health related and how the mindset and health and how that all can trigger in and how you can use that. And they went to that chapter, which is 13, I think it was. And then they bounced, they told me how they bounced around because they went first. Instead of reading the entire book, they went and they popped around to the things that really that called them. And they read that chapter and they read that chapter and they read that chapter. And then they said they're going to go back and read the whole thing now. But they wanted to really hit those things that were significant in this moment for them. And I thought, you know what? I never thought about the book that way. But the good thing about the way I wrote the book is that even though it builds upon itself over time, when you read independently the chapters,
Mhm.
you will get enough, because the chapters are written independently in that regard. So
Absolutely.
you can read it and not feel like you've missed a ton of information prior, because I really did build the chapters in a way that you could read them. But I didn't think somebody would do that until they did. I'm like, well, that's cool. I love it.
The thing what I love about your book, it's not just a regular book. This is a book that it can be a reference book. You can go back to it, especially you read the whole thing. Cool. More power to you. But then you have a chance to go back and say, all right, bam, let me go back in and later on in life, let me go back in and be like, all right, this is what's highlighted here. That, chapter 13 or chapter let's talk about it. Since we talked about it, about the stress reduction and the relaxation. Let me go back in because I'm at this part of my life right now where I kind of need this now.
Yes.
Let me go back and highlight. And if it's already highlighted, and don't be afraid to highlight. It's your book, honey. Okay,
Exactly.
it's your book.
Exactly. And I think in that
Jimmy
chapter,
Johnson
Shauna, I
said,
even introduced cortisone, and how cortisone is, again, our body and our mind controls how much
yes,
cortisone we release. And that's part of
yes,
that stress reduction. It's like
yes,
when we bring that stress on, we increase these things that can put us, they can cause our
absolutely.
joints to ache. They can cause our back
Mm-hmm.
to hurt. They can cause I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing what, again, understanding the strength of our mind, the thing that
Absolutely.
we take for granted, and how we can use that to control the energy. Because remember, we are atoms. We are atoms.
Yes.
And those atoms are held together by this magnetic information, this biomagnetic energy, which in essence holds us together and creates our aura. So when you take
Yeah.
an aura photograph, it's that energy that is holding us intact. And
Mm-hmm.
when you realize, okay, we have energy, and now you can take a picture of the energy, then
Mm-hmm.
why is it that you believe you cannot then control that energy? And that's what this book
Right.
is about, is using that energy that we send to the universe to put it out there. And when the law of attraction kicks in, the universe comes back and says, hey, you got your stuff together. I'm sending you back exactly what you wanted,
Mm-hmm.
because that messy energy over there and that person's out of control there, I can't deal with that. They'll just have to let the universe, but I'm going to take care of you because you have your stuff together and you're telling me what you want. You're
Mm-hmm.
telling me what you've earned and deserve and require, and I'm giving
Abs-
this back to you. And again, training the brain, train the
It's
brain.
it's the it's when you train the brain, like your stomach doesn't tell you you're hungry. Your brain is telling you that you are hungry because that stomach sent a wave to that brain and say, hey, hello, we're hungry, we're growling here. So
Mm-hmm.
also I wanted to say, especially when it comes to the women with the cortisone levels, our levels are even higher when we start to stress and when we start to worry about things because it hits us right here in the old stomach, right? So this will also help to calm that, okay? Because it's all about the connections, the how the frequency of the body as well. So literally, the title is perfect when it says the ultimate power within. You know.
And if you look at that, not to belabor it much more, but if you look at the book
Hmm.
cover, remember,
Yes.
I worked to make this cover be this cover. Um,
Yes.
look at the individual. That chakra energy, those energies that are
Hmm.
illuminating, they are coming from within her. And she is connected to earth. She is not sitting on or standing on the mountain. She is part of the mountain. And
Yep.
she's emanating this power. And it's like letting this power out, and how that power is changing the landscape in front of her. So I mean, this cover was not just a, okay, I found the
Hmm.
picture. No, I made this and I worked on this
Hmm.
to make sure that it created the proper image. And when
And
you
it can
see it,
even be if you look at it as you putting that power out there, you can also it can also look like you receiving that
yes,
power.
yep.
So that's what I think is so amazing as your interpretation of what this energy is.
Well,
You're
especially
receiving this information.
that white beam.
Yeah, to
It's
come
like
come
the
straight down.
coming
Mm-hmm.
right back to the crown chakra.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, I'm getting a download. I'm getting something because I
yeah.
put this out, and now the universe is bringing back.
But also, this is all about you overcoming, you stepping out, you owning it,
Yep.
and you receiving. That's the other thing, you receiving and being open to. So when you do read this book, don't be closed-minded. Be open-minded to receiving knowledge, different ways of thinking. That way you're just bam, I'm open and I can receive what I'm receiving. I love when you first showed it to me, I was like, yep, that's it. I don't want to see nothing else. That is the cover. Just because of what it is exuding. And after you read this book, you're going to feel like the cover. You know, that's exactly
Amen.
how you feel. If you feel everything is in aligning for you, and you're making it align. You're working with the universe. You're working with spirit. You're putting it out there, and you're not afraid of being open to receiving.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And talk about open to receiving. Who is next?
Child, my brain was like,
I was drawn to Ramona L.
I was too. I was just about to say Ramona. If you look at my screen, I have it up here. Ramona.
Ramona, are you still here? Are you still here? Let us know if you're still here. And if you have a specific question or a general question, let us know.
And this book makes great gifts, y'all.
Yes.
Okay.
Love it. Love it.
If
Especially with
you got it,
graduation season.
yes. Yes. We're coming up. What, Mother's Day is the next?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then all these other holidays. Hey, just pick. Hey, I was thinking of you. Here's a gift for you. Okay.
Yes. I'm
Get
hiring
well.
Shawna to be my PR person after this.
Oh, child, I'm with it. I am so with it, honey. Or even if someone get well soon. Here's your book. Get you a read on to help heal yourself. Here
Exactly.
you go.
While you're in the hospital, read this. Yes. Yeah.
Great for graduation. Absolutely. Awesome. Ramona, what is your question, love? On Monday, I will be, of course, it's going to be the solar eclipse. So I will be diving even deeper into the solar eclipse. So check out Tea Time on Monday. I will be on time, y'all. Okay.
No ishing. No ishing.
No ishing. I'm doing better. No issue. Not no afternoon tea. We're gonna have morning tea, honey. We're gonna have Earl Grey. Earl Grey
Oh,
or good old
nice.
black tea. Or some green tea. Whatever. Whatever comes up. But we ain't ishing. Cause boy did I ish. I ish.
No
Okay.
specific question. Open to what spirit has. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Shauna, don't go to the L word. When last time we had the lady tell us this, she went to the L word. It's like, what? Oh.
The L word?
Yes. Remember just a few readings ago, you're like, I can't believe I'm going
Oh,
there.
I
Entering
didn't
Miss
say
Bonnie's
it.
territory.
I did not say it. I did not say it. That's why I took a deep breath and I smiled. Because ain't no way. Because
Oh,
when
my
I don't
goodness.
say it,
Great
don't
energy,
be.
Wheel of Fortune. Something has changed and something has
Yes,
aligned.
it has.
You took an opportunity, you took a chance, you spun that wheel, and guess what? Things are lining for you. And look at this, the Sun card. Great new energy. Whatever the decision was that you recently made, look at that. We both have it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, whatever the most recent thing that you did that created a change in your environment, a change in your situation, it definitely, you spun the wheel. You weren't quite certain, but whatever it is great, and I'm loving this because you know what, even you had some concerns, but yet you rose to the occasion and you said, I'm going to make it happen. And you did. If you're going to have any 3 cards, I mean, there are many good cards in the deck, but look at this. You have 2 of the 3 major arcana. So this change is a long-term change. Okay. These are the major arcanas. When that happens, that means this is a long-term impact. And again, you rose above at a time when you needed to. You instinctively did it, and I'm just thinking, man, what an amazing amount of energy this is. And look at this, it's time to celebrate. So I don't know if this is, again, whatever. I love it. whatever it is you did, make sure you have a big party. Make sure you have a big party to celebrate it,
Yes.
because this is celebration time. You again rose above. You made the right decision. And look at this. You walked away from, you had a rough time, wherever, whatever this was, you had a bit of a rough time, and you walked and you moved away. So again, you're not here anymore. You've left this. And the good part is, this is a reminder of, you're not going back there. You're not doing
Mm-mm.
that again. That's done. That is
Mm-hmm.
done. So think about it. You were there. You spun the wheel. Again, you were in the hardship. You spun the wheel. You made the decisions you needed to do to start afresh new, and it's working out well. You rose above because you had some questions, and ultimately, time to celebrate. That's what I got.
Hell yes. It's time to readjust your focus, honey. 7 of Cups. It's time for you to get up out of them clouds and let clarity come in. Okay? As you do so, you are owning it. You are the magician. You're using all what you learned, I feel like you're just using all the resources that you have within. Okay? And you're making things happen for you in a big major way. I see pentacles, honey. Knight of Pentacles. Can we go to, are we manifesting financial abundance? It's coming. I feel like it's coming. It's a little slow because the Knight of Pentacles is a little, it's not a whole run. It's like, let me make sure I'm getting I don't want to drop this big ass pentacle I'm holding in my hand and make it, no. I'm being careful with it. It's just going in that right direction. Once again, that's that sun energy. This is abundance. This is, oh man, this is that funness, the playfulness. This is the success. This is all of that positive energy that's surrounding you, love. You do have the 4 of Cups. Don't get so wrapped up in what happened in the past, okay? Or what you accomplished already. Now it's really time for you to be open. Look up. That spirit is giving you a blessing. And this is a blessing that you've been asking for. This is an opportunity that you have been asking for. This is a cup for you to fill that will make it even golden. Okay. You do have the 2 of Wands here. This 2 of Wands is, it's time to be actionary. But in the process of moving forward, okay, not being so concerned of what was behind you or what's beside you. This is all about moving forward here and looking at the bigger picture and moving in that direction. Okay, you have the 9 of Wands. Child, this is you with the perseverance. This is you having the courage. This is you saying, I will no longer have any toxic mess with me, negativity mess with me. I think you mentioned something like that. You are no longer allowing things to um stop your growth. Okay, you're not looking back no more. 5 of Pentacles. Whoever is trying to come back into your life, you ain't got time for that. Whatever that is, whoever. I'm getting a whoever. I just keep getting whoever's that's trying to say, well, you're doing good, or it can be a friend from the past. It can be an ex from the past, because we are still in Mercury retrograde. That does happen. Okay, it can be an ex-employee, a coworker. It can just be whoever, but they're going to try to be like, hey, how you doing? They just want to be nosy. All right. I feel like they just want to be nosy and try to throw you off of your game. But look, you got the 2 of Pentacles. There's a lot of Pentacles here where you are
Lots of
staying.
pentacles, right?
Yes. And you are staying focused. And this is positiveness.
Yes.
Okay. Positiveness. You need to celebrate. You need to cheers. You need to be around people that are super supportive in your moves, because something has changed, and it changed on your behalf. It changed in your favor. This is about you bringing balance, justice here. You are the one. You are the one that said, finally, I'm being honest with the situation. I'm being honest with myself. I'm being honest of how I need to move now. But this is looking at yourself about bringing in the balance. Balance with the shadow side and the light side. Okay? Balance. Page of Pentacles. If this ain't telling you that news of money is coming in, I don't know how to say it. I done said it's coming, doggone. But this is healing. You are definitely healing with this Temperance card. But you also got to have patience of how it's coming in. Okay. It's like, okay, I'm excited. Okay, now I know. I want to know when. When is it coming? Patience, my child. Patience. But here's your breakthrough. Ace of Swords. Your breakthrough is definitely happening. This miracle, and it's not stopping. It's more on top of, more that's coming in for you. So this is about you just really getting your heads out the clouds, okay, with the Seven of Cups, and for you to get really focused on the things that you want to manifest into reality. If you, Ramona, I'm going to say this all damn day. If you haven't already purchased this book, it's like an infomercial. If you already purchased this book, make sure you do, okay? It is on Amazon. It is waiting for you to receive it, all right? But everything, this is amazing, great energy for you, love. And you're just moving in the right direction. So, whew, child. This is good energy. You done made me warm over here.
Good stuff. Really good stuff.
Good.
So
Yes.
it's good. I love it when we can give a positive
Yes.
read. It's so. It's like, man, it's like sometimes we feel we earned a positive read to give.
Yes.
Because the energy sometimes can be very heavy, folks. Very heavy.
Yes. When you take a gamble on yourself, you will always win because you are the one putting that energy into you. Regardless of what anybody else may think, their opinions don't matter. Yours is the one that matters.
Yep. Absolutely.
So go ahead and purchase this. This is how I'm going to take my picture.
With that said, we have about one more opportunity.
Ooh.
Shawna, whom are you considering?
Me consider? Ooh, child, I felt like I didn't call it daggone excitement headache. Of just, woo! Let's go with Myra. Or has Myra got a reading this week?
I don't recall. I don't think so, but I don't know. But Myra, she said that draw cards, but she had to leave. But draw cards and she'd replay.
Oh,
she just
I see
said that.
Myra's still here, but okay.
Myra, are you here? Because I thought you had just. Oh, she's not yet. Okay.
Okay.
So she's still here. Okay. So Myra, it's you. You're up. Any specific or general question, Myra?
Okay, thank you, Julie. So Myra, you ain't got a reading none this week, honey. So this will be your first. So you want a general or you have a question?
Come on, Myra. You know the
career.
Career. Okay. I was like, we
haven't done well, we kind of did, but no one really asked for a career today. It's all, well, what spirit want me to know?
No, we'll take the career, Myra. We'll
do the career.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll do the career. I don't know if you want a general because spirit's a little funky with the generals. Put all your business out.
Myra, do you presently not work? Are you not working right now? The reason why I asked that is I'm getting conflicting cards here that says something about and if you're open to what? Okay, fresh start, Myra.
I think just open to the reading.
Okay, good. So you don't work right now, right? Okay, because I was getting the energy, but I do see that. It's interesting. I see that you have an idea of what you want, which is that King of Swords. You have an idea of what you want, but unfortunately, it's not what you're going to get. You need to change. I think you need to adjust your thinking about what you want to do, because I don't think you're going to be happy with what it is you're thinking about doing. I think that you're going to take that. I think you're thinking about, hey, I'm going to take a job just to do a job. I don't think that's what you need to do. I think you need to find something that's tailored very much to you and to what you're doing, because that's what I'm getting here. Again, a new opportunity is going to be good for you because it's going to bring you, it's not only the money it's going to bring you, it's going to give you a sense of value. It's going to give you a sense of worth and a contribution. You're going to feel like you're contributing. Okay. What is it you're going to do? You're going to work for a woman. A woman's going to give you an opportunity to come work for her. Okay. And she may be your boss. She may be the employer of the company, but you're going to be doing that. And this is a woman who is successful. She's kind of built, again, she's made it. She's done the work and she's pushed ahead. You guys are going to have a very good sync between the two of you. You guys are going to sync up very well. So make sure you're ready to learn and grow from her. Don't bring any drama with you. No need to bring the drama. Leave the drama of your home and all your other situations. Don't bring them to work with you, because that's not this woman. This woman's a businesswoman. This woman's like, let's get business. Let's do business. You're going to have to speed up the way you do things and the way that you're thinking about things and the way that you process things. That's going to be required to move with her, because again, she's going to be fast. She's going to be firing things out. She's going to want you to be there. You're going to have times where you have regrets. Like, did I do this right? Whatever. The point is, this is new. This is fresh. So see it as a new and fresh opportunity and get out there and do it. So make sure, again, that you start looking for opportunities, probably in small setting environments that can give you a new boost, something that you haven't done before, and you're going to find it and it's going to work out to your advantage. Again, start living outside the box. Don't stay within the box of things you've done before. That's not going to help you. You need to reach outside the box and try something you haven't done before. And don't be surprised if a woman lifts you up and says, you know what, I was lifted up by somebody else and I'm doing that for you. Okay.
Boom.
That's what I got.
Yeah, you're gonna start you starting something new. You leaving all that mess behind. This is only a continuation of what he's saying, a confirmation of what he's saying. Okay, with this 8 of Cups, you're not bringing the baggage with you. Okay, but you are starting something new. You are learning something new. You want something bigger. Okay, and better. You're done with the little small creek right here. You want the ocean, honey, and that's what you're going towards. And Spirit is going to definitely bless you with doing something. Actually, this is making sure you are filling your cup up first, and this is overflowing, because I don't see it stopping with that blessing. This is bringing in the love for what you love doing. Okay, you will receive news about about growth. Okay, growing with somebody, growing with a company and everything. Yeah, it seems unknown, but there's a mystery of it, and that's the great part about it. But I feel like Spirit is leading you that way, leading you, and stay on that path. Don't go backwards just because you don't understand something. Okay, or that you don't don't have that certificate or this certificate or whatever. This is all about growth. Stay on the path, because right here, that opening in that mountain is for you. Okay, just keep going to it. Listen to Spirit. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. Listen to Spirit, as Spirit is making sure you receive your harvest in all the realms in your life. Okay, here's that woman that Don was talking about. She's she's a very hard worker. Okay, and on top of that, there's abundance, but there's also growth. But she's on top of her on that mountain. But I also feel like it's your energy too of being that hard worker. Okay, because it's going to take hard work to get with her. 6 of Cups. Trust the process, because there is a blessing coming out of this. There's growth. I just feel like it is acknowledgement, reward that comes out of this. 7 of Swords. Take what you learn and keep going forward, instead of trying to remember what has happened before when you was at a job. That was a job. I feel like this is more of a career. Okay, you have the Strength card. Have patience of the process. Have patience, but have courage to say, okay, I don't understand. Help me understand. But you got to get on that learning thing. You have the Empress here. This is a new beginning. This is a new birth. This is a new thing for you. But this is also letting you know there is success. Okay? You know how to make lemons out of lemonade. You know how to make lemonade out of lemons. There we go. I had to make sure
it's all good.
Either way, it was the same. But I'm saying this is the flow that you're going into, okay, of that Empress, of being the Empress. So I'm glad I picked your name, so because you needed to
Heck
know
yeah.
that you know, and we ended on with a good one instead of Lord child. No, we didn't get a lean back. We gotta go forward with this, okay? And this is that energy that you need to have of like, wait a minute, this is opening the door that this is what I really want to do. This is what spirit is bringing in for you, okay? So there you go.
Absolutely. But with that said, we are absolutely done. Miss Shawna, what is happening for you this weekend? Anything big?
Yes, actually, since you asked, um, Sunday we are doing a surprise for one of our friends. We're going to Boca Raton, to
Nice.
the Boca Raton Resort. This is a bougie ass resort. When I say bougie, I mean bougie, child. They got 3 parts, and we was like, we only gonna stay for one night. So can we get to the part where it's like the cheapest? And I don't even think that's considered the cheapest. But
Mm,
we're going to surprise her for her birthday, because it's the April month. This is Aries month, and we're gonna start off celebrating Kenny's birthday because he's gonna
nice.
be on call, well, not on call, but he's going to be super super busy around his birthday. So we're just going to try to take advantage of any little, go out times as we
Mhm.
can, because if not, he'll go crazy sitting in that daggone room in that office, child.
Mhm.
So
I hear
his
you.
is on the 17th, hers is on the 9th, and we just wanted to get together. They had just moved from this area, so it's like about a 3-hour drive
Mm.
across
And
to the
Boca is
east
very
side.
nice. Very, very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I like the fact that this place has its own private beach. So we're gonna get there really early just to take advantage of everything. Oh, you March 25th. Okay, Myra. Yes, with y'all Aries.
Happy belated birthday, Myra.
Yes, happy belated birthday. So we're gonna do that and come back on Monday morning, child. And other than that,
And she says it, come back home Monday morning.
right, right.
You'll be rested and relaxed. That'll be nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. But just go have some quick fun with them and just make our way back. I know Naples, they having a whole lot of art stuff. I
Mhm.
really want to, get a chance to see some of the art stuff before it starts to get super duper hot. We
Yeah.
just had a storm, that little tropical storm we just had. It just went by, so the temp is going back up. So yeah, doing that and doing some new content. Okay,
Yes.
so
Love it.
y'all will see some content come up on the YouTube channel, Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. So that will be awesome. Doing that. So I like I said, I did all the
Busy.
little
Busy weekend. Gee
busy.
whiz.
Had to, because then Monday is
The eclipse?
it's tea time and our meeting and all that. So yeah. What are you doing this weekend?
I have well, the biggest thing is the psychic fair on Saturday.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I won't have any books to sell.
Oh,
I'm
that's
bummed. Everybody else is getting the books but me. So poor little old me. But it's okay. But
right.
I'm going to be at the psychic fair doing readings. So if you
If
guys
you
are
are
in the
in the
area,
Phoenix area, let them know
yeah,
where it's at.
in Peoria at the place of spiritual wisdom. I will be there. I haven't been in the psychic fair in a while. I haven't read for a while because of scheduling and traveling and everything else. So this will be a nice little getting my toes back in there and getting my feet wet, which would be nice. So I'm looking forward to that. That is this Saturday. And I will be there starting, I think we start 9 or 10. I'm not exactly sure, but check it out. It's then Spiritual Place of Wellness. And I'll be posting it on my page too. So you'll see that too. So if you guys are in the area, pop on over and enjoy other readers and also other vendors. They have different vendors doing different things, so that'd be nice. And that I
Julie
think that.
put it in the put
Oh,
the
did she?
address in.
Oh, there you go. Yep, super. That's it. Yeah, and this is the for those who can't see this her message. This is the address. Oops, that's
Lost time.
that's the address. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be there, and I think on Sunday I can't remember. I thought I had some other commitment on Sunday, which I will probably find out before too long. So I don't know.
Right.
So that's my two commitments. That's the big things coming. The biggest thing coming this month will be my spouse is the co-chair of the Dinner on the Desert
Yes.
2024, which is a major gala here in Phoenix for the Desert Botanical Garden. It's their annual event, and it is sold out
Yes,
early.
I saw that. I was like,
Yes.
babe, we was trying to schedule to come out there around that time because it'd be a
Hmm.
nice little surprise for Ed.
Hmm.
But they're doing a go live here.
Hmm.
So Kenny got to stay put.
Exactly. And so
So,
they broke records already with the seats and everything else, and then when they finally do the silent auction and all those other things, and I'm sure the number is going to be impressive, and it's good because it goes to the garden. The botanical garden
yes,
here
it's
is
awesome and amazing if y'all never
it
been
is.
there. It is one of my top gardens. It's besides the one in, yeah, I think that was my first one. And
Mhm.
then Naples. Naples has a huge one and it's really,
Mhm.
really nice too.
And I love the mission of this garden
Mhm.
because it has taken on the role and the responsibility of finding and cataloging all the different plants and all the different seeds and everything else. So their seed catalog and their plant catalog is impressive
Mhm.
for posterity. And ASU and University of Arizona often come to their catalog and to their vaults to get information about plants and things, because that organization has become the go-to place for anything representing Arizona and the Southwest. And remember, it's interesting because Arizona is the only state that has 4 deserts, not one, not two, not three, but
Oh.
4 deserts. And each desert has a different climate, a different environment, and therefore plants that grow in some of those deserts do not grow in all the deserts. That's like if you're here living in Arizona and you drive or you visit Arizona and you drive from Phoenix to go to Flagstaff or the Grand Canyon or to
Mhm.
Sedona, you
All
will
the
drive and you all of a sudden see tons of saguaros. They pop up everywhere and you're thinking, wait a minute, did we pass a magical line? And
yeah.
then you drive a little further and then they all disappear again
Yep.
because saguaros are very specific in the regions they can live in. You'll see a swath of area where they are there and then no longer, because
Mhm.
again, they thrive and survive in various environments, but not every environment. And so as you travel, you also pass through the Joshua trees. Again,
Mhm.
they only can survive in certain climates and certain areas. And so
Yeah.
even though it's in the same state, they're not everywhere. And it's
No.
phenomenal in that regard. So our state is amazing. And this botanical garden is the curator that holds the keys to all of 4 of the deserts as well as everything else going on, and it is impressive. So its mission is far beyond just being a desert and a garden to show people. It's a working, functioning garden. It creates a habitat, and more importantly, it is a bank of data and information that will live on for posterity. And so in future generations, we won't have to worry if we lose a certain plant species. We can come back here and get the
Yeah.
genesis to make that happen again. How wonderful,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So yeah. So anyway, that's sorry, long thing about thing, but I'm just very proud about the botanical garden, and I'm
Is
proud.
Angie going? Is Angie
Angie,
going?
I don't know if she's going this year. I don't
I
recall
know
when
she
they
was
were.
there last year, right?
Yeah, her
Because
and
I
Kina
saw
were
the
there last year.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, big event. That's on the 20th, and so unfortunately, it's also in another psychic fair that I was invited to, and I can't do it because it's on that day, and that's a bad thing,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But yeah, a lot of stuff is heating up here in Arizona. So I will be. I think I can't remember, but I think I do have plans on Sunday. But Saturday is psychic fair, and I'm just excited to be back in the saddle.
I know that's right. I know
Yeah.
that's right. I'm glad you're back too. And probably the next psychic fair, he will have all the books there.
Yes, 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 yes. And I also, for those who, it's interesting. I was showing this to Shawna earlier. I actually made bookmarks.
Yes.
I made bookmarks,
Yes.
and this is the what it looks like, which is kind of cool.
The bookmark, y'all.
Yeah, so it's about the book, and then on the back of the bookmark, this is the front of the bookmark, and then on the back of the bookmark is my Sonoran Mystic Tarot logo. So if you bought a book, let me know, and you may be surprised to receive in the mail a bookmark. I don't know. We can
Just
maybe work
maybe.
it out. We'll have to see.
Just maybe.
Just maybe, but yeah, and they haven't arrived yet, but they are supposed to be here before even the books arrive. So that's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and I had to wait on some of this stuff because again, when you publish, and you submit to Amazon, for whatever reason could block any of these things or tell you to change things. The good thing is with my book, they didn't. My book passed the tests for plagiarism and all that stuff, and the tests for the cover art and all that stuff. And so it passed everything. I was pleasantly surprised, because you never know when you're going to get dinged for whatever reason,
Right.
So those things that I ordered had to come after I got the approval that everything is good.
Awesome.
But the wheels are in motion, so we're good.
The wheels
So,
on the bus.
and as a reminder, I was thrilled when this happened. I did, on the first day, hit the #1 new release, and that made me very happy. And that's because of all of you guys. You guys
Yes.
supported me. You
We
guys
flooded
made
it.
it possible. You flooded the server to get the books,
Yes.
and I truly appreciate that. It is, writing, it's one thing, but getting the word out there is a different thing.
That's another
Because
thing.
it is
Yeah.
indeed. It's when you put all that work in, you just never know what you're going to get.
I
And you
know.
worry. So
I know. I felt the same way. I feel the same way about my planner. The same. Because you
exactly.
put all that work and you put all that research in. It's time consuming, And then when you get it and you have it in your hand, you're like, I did this.
Yes.
I did this with spirit. We did this together. We
Yeah.
made this happen,
Yeah. And then you worry that, and then again, it's like, the confirmation. The confirmation is, will somebody buy it? Will somebody read it?
That's the other thing. Will
And
somebody
is it
order
useful?
it? Will somebody, use
Exactly.
it? Well, at this
Yep.
point, it's like, just let it flow, honey. Just let it flow.
Exactly. And that's exactly where we are at that. So yes,
Yes.
have a great weekend, everybody.
Yes.
Enjoy the moment. Remember, this is the first day of the rest of your life. You can do with it what you wish. You can spend the time how you wish. But remember, if you mark this as day one, think about what would you do on day one if you could do things over again, and make that this day. Make this
Absolutely.
day one. Start reprogram your life, reprogram your mind, reprogram your energy, and make this day one. And then say, okay, this is what I would do day one. I'm going to do it. And make sure that you spend more time with your family and give them the love and embrace them. If you got the kids, make sure the kids know you're there. You never know when that opportunity doesn't exist anymore, if you know what I mean. So we never know how long our opportunity on earth is here. So again, make sure that the people that you love, make sure you tell them you love them. Make sure they know it. Make sure they don't have to question or wonder about it on the other side when you've crossed that bridge. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
This is the time to do it. If you wanted to do something, figure out a way to make it happen. Say, okay, I wanted to do this all my life. Well, today's the first day to plan it and say, okay, how do I do it? And make it happen. Again, set the plans in motion. You may not be able to do it today, but if you think about, hey, I want to do this, then you can start the planning process, which will bring you eventually to that opportunity. So again, today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
Face it that way, and I'm telling you, you'll be pleasantly surprised what flows from it. I haven't seen the chats in a while because I've been too busy talking and chatting away. But with everybody that popped in, wonderful to see you guys again. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And we are out of here. Oh, and somebody just said something. I need to buy one for my son now. Oh, thanks, Pam. That'd be great. I love it.
Yes, Pam.
Yes. So
they make great gifts, honey. Make great gifts.
Absolutely. And I have material ready to do as an exit as well today. Man, we got the intro and the exit.
Yes, today.
Lord have mercy. Well, take care, everybody. Blessings and
Bye-bye.
love and light from our families to yours. Bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.